Sound to your mind.
Breathe. I stay quiet as I light on my loud light. Breathe. I balance diet, I'm just trying to get my pounds right. Breathe. I stay quiet as I light on my loud light. Breathe. I balance diet, I'm just trying to get my pounds right. Shouts all on my team, I need more than a mattress support in my dreams. Could grab a few Z's like I'm falling asleep, but I don't wanna wake for the morning grief. Breathe. Tears drop to the form in the sea. A broke heart, but it's worn in my sleeve. Never listened, I was warned in my teens, but I still skipped school, I was taught in the streets. Ring back, don't call for police. Stand tall, don't fall for the beast. Got issues with trust, so I'm born to believe. We've been a victim of love and now we're caught in it deep. Breathe.
Yes, people, what's happening? Guys, apologies. I know I said 5 o'clock, but shit gets in the way. And as I said, there's things that are more important, So, but yeah, no, apologies for not being there on time, but we are here. Obviously, we're going to do our Spain all-time 11. You know what? I think this one will be fairly quick, but, I think it's just good, man, to go through this Spain team and just see some of the quality that they've had, especially in that midfield area, because that midfield that we're going to go through is illegal. I don't think I've seen so much quality in one area, because you could literally pick anyone to go in the Spain all-time 11 from midfield, but there are some guys that are just undisputed for me. So yeah, we will be going through that, and again, we are going to touch on some Manchester United news as well, some breaking news today, and yeah, we'll do that at the end. Big up to Babs One Diva as well. Says big up Gavin Fitz, big up yourself each and every time. And guys, let us know as well what you think of this all-time Spain team, and we are going to compare them as well to some of the other teams that we've done. But other than that, Fitz, what you saying, bro? You all good?
Yeah, man, same shit, different day, innit?
Yeah, good, man.
Not
Good.
the one, bro. Not the one. How are you, though?
Yeah, bro, I'm all good, man. I'm all good. Weekend was decent, to be fair. Obviously football on. Just had a little barbecue and that as well. So yeah, man, it was a decent weekend, and obviously World Cup coming to a close very soon. Semi-final. Obviously, you're gonna do a watch along tomorrow, guys, for France and Spain, and then obviously Wednesday we'll be doing a watch along with myself, Fitz, and Lumi Rain's gonna jump on as well. So England, Argentina. So yeah, make sure you guys come through. But nah, man. Other than that, bro, I'm all good, man. All good. I'm a bit more, I would say, enthusiastic. Some of the work that United have been doing, So yeah, man, I'm all good. I'm all good, man. But yeah, I'm looking forward to this Spain team. And yeah, man, it's going to be a hard one to do because I think I've got a lot of players in mind, but yeah, it's going to be another headache. But yeah, other than that, man, I'm good. I'm good.
But the one caveat I'm going to have to put on the start of this is obviously everyone can probably tell I'm not in the usual setting. I'm not at my yard. I've not got my little black notepad. So I actually don't have my team in front of me, but I'm good. I know they're certified, but I can't. There's a couple. The ones where they might have been options. Yeah. I'm gonna have to just go off your list for them. Well,
don't worry, bro. I've got you covered, man.
Man.
Because some of the bad boys in the Spain team, they will not be ignored. I'm telling you that for free, man. So yeah, don't worry about that. But the one thing I'm more interested in, is what formation are you thinking? Because I was thinking a 4-3-3.
Yeah, to be fair, I'd probably be on the same.
A 4-3-3, yeah?
Yeah.
All right, cool. Let me just change this because I was thinking to do a 3 at the back, but I think they've got fullbacks, you would probably say, that
the kind of where
are good enough to be there, innit?
Yeah.
So I was literally thinking that. So So let me just bring this.
To be fair, straight off the top, I can think of 3 centre backs that deserve to be in there, but obviously, fucking without trying to give too much away, one of them could go at one of the right or left backs, innit? So
You know what? I knew he was gonna do that. I knew he was gonna do that. Bro, stop doing this, man, because it's just making the team even more fucking difficult, man.
I know, bro. We gotta squeeze the bad boys in, though.
You're right. You're right. All right. Well, let's get on to it anyway. Yeah, here we go. Surely Puyo has to be in the team. Well, listen, you'll find out. Yeah. Right. Let's go to the goalkeepers. Yeah. So, I mean, I've got a list of 5, and I'll be interested to see what you're gonna go with. Yeah, because I don't think this guy gets into it personally, but I've gone with. I put Unai Simon in there. Obviously, he's their number 1 right now, and to be fair, he is a Euro winner. Could be a World Cup winner as well, and he has held goal for Spain for a little while. Victor Valdez, Barcelona's Victor Valdez, David De Gea, and I think I put David De Gea in there, yeah. But just letting you guys know now, De Gea doesn't get nowhere near this lineup for Spain, which is mad because if you actually remember, De Gea never played regularly for Spain anyway. You know, because Spain like to pick goalkeepers that are based in Spain. And if you remember the conversation we had with Lumi Rain was saying David Raya is going to be in goal for Spain come this World Cup. You know, but if you know the history of Spain, Spain's goalkeepers are usually playing in Spain, and then the relationship they have with the defenders, you know, they at least have a defender that is playing for Barca or Real Madrid, which is why Pau Cabasi's there. You know, so but yeah, I've gone with Unai Simon, Victor Valdez, David De Gea, Iker Casillas, and then Santiago Canizares. So who are you thinking in goal?
Well, if you remember, when we was doing the Spanish teams all-time 11s, we had the discussion about the keepers between Casillas and Valdez. And for me, I preferred Casillas, but I don't actually think, like, when you think back and you look at like some nations like Italy, the fact that they've had Buffon and Toldo, and like there's some like, oh shit, like there's some serious, like there's not that for Spain. All of them have played at top clubs and can be considered top keepers, but not. I don't think any of them could be considered the best keeper in the world at one point.
Yeah, bro, I agree. And the thing is, this is why I said before, I actually think Casillas was slightly overrated. Like they used to go on like Casillas was this unbelievable keeper,
like,
and I think he only got that because he's at Real Madrid.
Yeah. No,
I never thought he was a top keeper. I thought he was a good keeper, but if I look at well, obviously there's no point in mentioning Buffon because Buffon's Buffon, isn't it? But he was nowhere near that level for me. I just thought he come through the youth.
Stepping down from Buffon, though, it's not like he's not even at. He's not Schmeichel level. He's not Van der Sar level. Because we'll all openly admit Buffon was a level above everyone, innit? But the level down from that, you've got people like Schmeichel, Van der Sar, and that. And he was like neither of them two was on that level. You know what I mean? Like it'd be generous to put them on a notch below Schmeichel, and that maybe 2 notches. You know what I mean? But like that's why for me, there's no real certified. It has to be this keeper. So for me, even though we didn't do much for Spain, David De Gea, I love him. Always will do. It was a disgrace how he was treated on his way out. Absolute fucking disgrace. But I'll always love him. Like I say, I remember when he first came and he was like, he didn't look all that. You know what I mean?
He looked very, very lightweight, innit?
Yeah, man. And then obviously, fucking watching the growth in him. It's almost comparable to watching Cristiano when he came, doing too much, didn't have no physicality about him, but watching the evolution of the player in such a condensed space of time, it's like, yo, he went from me thinking, fuck are we doing starting him, to we can't start without him in the team. You know what I mean? Yeah, man. So I've got to go for De Gea for what he did at club level and the impact that he had on me. But like I say, I can understand if it's going to be Valdez or Casillas. But
Yeah, well, the thing is, I think the reason why I'm ruling out De Gea, yeah, because I think because we're doing a Spain all-time 11, I think we have to do it based on what they done for Spain, innit?
Yeah. All right. So
And this is why, yeah, I think Canizares deserves a shout as well.
Yeah. Because he was always getting selected, innit? Well,
yeah.
I don't know. I think if it's going to be at that level, because realistically, at that level, what have they won since '95?
Well, the funny thing is, yeah, I don't think, yeah, I could be wrong.
They want to work.
I don't think Canizares, De Gea, or Valdez won anything for Spain when they were starting.
Yeah,
I think Casillas did
for the World Cup.
Yeah.
Again? Like Casillas was for the when he won the World Cup, innit?
Yeah.
Yeah, and then obviously Simon
for the Euros.
So for me, just based on that, you've got to go with the World Cup winner, aren't you? So
Ike Casillas, yeah?
Yeah. Like if it's got to be at international level, there's only one World Cup winner there.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? And like I say, if it was you've got a World Cup winner there, but you've also got a Buffon level or a Schmeichel level, it's like, yeah, well, nah, that's going in over the World Cup, you know what I mean? But here you've like you say, I think most of them, like the ones that have done stuff for Spain, are actually fairly overrated. You know what I mean? If anything, if we could literally, if we were going off the best player or your preference of keeper, I think we'd have both ended up with De Gea. But just sticking with the premise of it's more what they've done for the country. Rules him out straight away, done it. So it's like, well, okay, well, fucking hell. Now you're left with a few overhyped players, really, innit? So it's like, all right, well, fuck it.
But again, this is the thing though, because I think if we was to put De Gea in there, you kind of have to put Unai Simon ahead of him because Simon's won a Euros. You know what I'm trying to say? So
yeah. But that's what I'm saying.
I think because he has winning the World Cup probably
Simon in there for a Euro, then Casillas walks in and puts his World Cup winners medal on the table, and it's over, isn't it?
That's what I'm saying. Yeah, that's what I'm saying. So I think Casillas needs to go in there. Let's move on to defense. Yeah, I think let's get left back out the way because I've got a feeling that the right back and the centre backs are more or less going to pick themselves, isn't it? Because I'm looking at. Oh no, I tell a lie. Ooh. So we're gonna have 3 spaces for 4 players.
Yeah.
For Spain, yeah. So left back, I've gone with Barjuan Sergi, Jordi Alba, or Marc Cucurella.
I think he's got to be Jordi Alba.
Yeah, that's where I'm pivoting to. And I actually think, I mean, Sergi was good, obviously ex-Barcelona left back, Cucurella, I rate Cucurella highly. I've always said with Cucurella, his hair is why he's underrated.
Yeah. People laugh at it, innit? Like,
people laugh at his hair because they look at him not serious. Yeah. But he's a very good left back, man.
Yeah.
You know, very, very good. And because he's like, he's lightweight as well, I think people take advantage thinking that they can get at him. I'm saying you now, this guy, attacking wise and defensively, is a top left back. And
bro, when you said that, then you was definitely thinking about Traore, innit?
Yeah, no, bro, but it's true though, isn't it? Even though I think Traore, would do that to most defenders anyway. Like he don't care who it is, But I think the fact that you look at we look at Cucurella, you can definitely see there's managers in the Premier League that would have said to their wingers, "Get at Cucurella," and a lot of it would come down to do with, for me, the fact that he's lightweight, the fact that he's got that hairstyle as well. I guarantee you, if he had short hair, a skinhead, you know, he'll get more respect on his name.
Yeah,
you know what I'm trying to say?
Yeah.
So, but he's a very good left back, and I actually think he could actually surpass Jordi Alba. You know, both come through La Masia as well. So
yeah, and he's still fair few years on him, innit? So
yeah, exactly. So I like him. But Sergio was good, but I think Jordi Alba at this moment in time, again, he was part of the lineup that won the World Cup. But again, if Cucurella wins the World Cup this year, he would. Actually, no, I can't surpass him because
to be fair,
they won the Euros as well, didn't they?
What?
I swear, Spain won the Euros with Jordi Alba as well.
Yeah. Because they did the World Cup and then the Euros like in the same in the space of 2 years they won both, innit?
Yeah. Okay. So
it's like every 2 years you've got either a Euros or a World Cup, but they're spaced out 4 years apart in it. But it's like there's 2 year gaps in it.
Yeah.
So, but yeah.
It's got to be Alba basically, isn't it? Then.
Yeah, it's got to be. But that's the thing, though. Like Cucurella, like if he wins a World Cup and continues playing for Spain like a couple more years, and then does like, well, to be fair, because Alba was at Barca, he's gonna have a stupid club record as well, innit? So, yeah, to be fair, Cucurella's probably got a bit of work to do, but it's possible because, like I say, fucking, they've got 2 games left of this World Cup. So they could win this World Cup, and in 2 years' time they could win the Euros. And now we've got a conversation to have. You know what I mean? So
yeah,
it's not like, you know what I mean? It's literally just where's your medals, get your medals up, and come back in it. Like you can get into this though.
No, I agree, and I think Cucurella could surpass him, but I think it comes down to this World Cup for sure, man. But to be fair, Jordi Alba, when he was at Barca, was arguably, you know, if you're looking at the top 3 left backs in the world, he was one of them.
Yeah.
If we're being honest. So,
but again, with players like that in teams like that, because he was in a cheat team. For me, was he that good, or was he safe and protected? Because when you've got centre backs like that, well, let's not spoil it because we're going to probably mention them in a minute. Well, when you've got centre backs the level of what you had next to you, you've got guys in the middle of it. Like basically, the whole Barca team was Spain, innit? Like, let's be clear, like he was protected by some real quality around him.
He was.
Like,
he was.
Was he that good, or was he Gary Neville? You know what I mean?
The thing is, I know what you mean. I know what you mean, yeah. But for me, he was more talented than Gary Neville, yeah.
Oh, yeah. But we're talking about in context, innit? Like Gary Neville compared to Jordi Alba, fucking amateur. But when we're talking about the club, like the players that he was playing with and how well protected they were, because I always talk about how good United centre backs were. But let's be clear, there was times where even when Stan was there, it was Ronnie Johnson. At no point was Ronnie Johnson considered a top defender. He was a midfielder being used as a makeshift fucking centre back more time.
Ronnie Johnson, boy.
You know what I mean? Henningberg, David May. You know what I'm saying? Like, God, man's not heavily protected like that. You know what I'm saying? Like, so there's a bit of, you know what I mean? But when you're talking about, they're the kinds of people that he was lining up with, and then you talk about the names that Jordi Alba was lining up with. Jordi Alba could have been Gary Neville. You know what I mean?
I hear it. The thing is for me though, because back when both Barcelona and Real Madrid had their teams, you had Real Madrid had Marcelo, Ramos, Varane, and Danny Carvajal, yeah, and then Barca had Jordi Alba, PK, Dani Alves, and I believe was it Mascherano. I think Puyol might have been gone by then.
Yeah, Mascherano fitting in at centre back, didn't they?
And for me, I think, I mean, he was nowhere near Marcelo, by the way. He was nowhere near him, but I still think though he was a crucial player for Barcelona, regardless of who they had. You know
But
what I mean?
just thinking about it now for a sec, yeah, right.
Yeah.
So them times,
Mm,
Marcelo, hands down, best left back in the world, no debate,
yeah.
yeah.
Mm.
Second place, it's got to be Ashley Cole, no?
Yeah. Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah.
Are you taking Jordi Alba over Patrice Evra?
No, not for me personally. No.
Right. So he wasn't top three then.
But if you check it though, yeah, Ash when it was Barca and Madrid going head to head, when Alba was at left back and Marcelo was at left back, Ashley Cole was done by them, wasn't he?
No, I don't think so.
I think he was coming to the end because I
Yeah,
think
he would have been on the decline because obviously he was very very fast. Like obviously getting into
Yeah.
later years, he's not going to be able to be as reliant on them traits in it. But
Mm.
I still think people would have considered him above Jordi Alba at that time because I'm
Possibly,
pretty
yeah.
certain them times Ashley Cole was still at Chelsea. He'd not moved yet.
I'm trying to think who was the left back that replaced Ashley Cole. I know Azpilicueta played there at times. Was it Marcos Alonso that might have replaced him?
Yeah, it might have been.
Yeah, it might be Marcos Alonso. Because
Yeah.
as I said, I think when he was in his prime at Barca, it was for me. I used to always look at him and Marcelo as being the two best left backs in the world. Because I think Ever and Cole, they were on their way out. You know what I'm trying to say? So
Yeah, okay.
yeah. But as I said, I think yeah, I think he was a good left back personally. But I know obviously when you've got that midfield and that defense in front of you, you're gonna be protected. And again, you got Messi, you know, and obviously other players that we're gonna mention in front of you as well. So I think yeah, it's easy to say that he was protected. But I actually think he was decent, if I'm honest. One thing about him though, that frustrated me, yeah, is that he was one of them fake bad men. Like
Yeah.
the amount of times he used to try and square up, and he weren't ever going to do anything by that. You know what I'm trying to say? It was a
all for
massive
the
front.
cameras.
Yeah. A bit like Drew Burnham, man. Very performative. You know what I'm trying to say? But yeah, bro. Like when he used to do that, man, I was hoping someone just gives him one slap, man, just to tell him to stop all that rubbish. But yeah, you know what I mean? You get guys like that, unfortunately. You know what I mean?
But you have got to be a fucking baller to be able to stay in that Barca squad as long as you're around them. So you know what I mean? As much as I don't want the Gary Neville thing to be taken out of context. Like I don't rate him. It's just like when you consider like the players around him, it's like was he like the Gary Neville of that group of players? But at the same time, like no disrespect to him, like he was fucking quality. You can't stay at Barcelona without being quality. A good professional is not enough. You know what I mean? So obviously credit to him, he was quality, but yeah, like you know me, I'm devil's advocate in it. I like to always just throw one out there, like, is it this? But yeah, man.
No. Be fair, I definitely hear you on that. I just think I've always thought he was decent. To be fair, you know, even at Valencia as well. Big up to Foxy Danny for becoming a member for 9 months. Says predictions for the semi-finals. Gavin Fitz. So I'm gonna say, and let Fitz have his one after. So I'm gonna say Spain and France. So this is difficult. I'm gonna go France on penalties.
Okay.
I'm gonna say France on penalties, and I think normal time. I think it could be 1-1 in normal time. But yeah, I'm gonna say France on penalties. England, Argentina. I'll tell you why the England Argentina one's funny, yeah, because Argentina, I believe, are the top scorers in the tournament so far, yeah. And if you check England have only kept. Well, to be fair, they've kept 2 clean sheets. 2 clean sheets against Panama and Ghana, which again isn't great. You know, well, obviously it's Panama and Ghana, but Croatia, Congo, Mexico, and Norway, the better teams that they've conceded. Now they're playing the holders. So I'm gonna say Argentina win this game. I'm gonna say Argentina win this game 2-1. What are you saying, Fitz?
Well,
I think Argentina 2-1.
As this tournament's gone on, I've
Yeah.
become more and more convinced that this is all scripted. So I'm fully in agreement that it's going to be Argentina, France in the final. But like, let's be clear, like when shit's scripted, it's just there for them. Think about the history between England and Argentina and penalties.
Yep.
Yeah.
Yep. And the build up of the hand of God.
Yeah. Like it goes back, bro. And obviously because of the Falklands and all that.
Yeah.
Yeah, bro. Like there's some history there, so it's not a surprise that we've ended up playing these, yeah. And obviously we're the final step for them to get to the final. And there's no sweeter way than England on penalties once again. The curse still lives. It's got to be, innit? It's got to be. I don't know how we end up getting there. It might be a couple goals both ways. It might be boring as fuck. Yeah. But it's penalties. We burn out on penalties like we do at fucking every tournament ever. Yeah.
Thing is though, yeah, I can see England scoring in normal time.
Yeah, I can actually see it because we have got some quality and some people that have proven that even if we don't particularly rate him, like Bellingham, for example, don't particularly rate him, but he's finding a way. You know what I mean? He's finding a way to get that ball in the back of the net, and that's all that really matters at the World Cup. So realistically, like that's what I'm saying. I don't know. It could be 2-2 to get to penalties. It might be a 0-0, might be a 1-1. Fuck knows.
You know what? That's not a bad scoreline. 2-2 actually.
Then get to pens, and then we crash out the way that we always do because it's just perfect. How the papers, the everything, the new it's there. The story is there to tell in it. You know what I mean? It's like
the thing is though, the one thing I'd say, but I don't think Argentina are gonna show England no respect, man, because they're gonna think they've got players that will go and hurt them.
Yeah.
So it could be an open game.
But that's what I'm saying. Like I say, I don't know whether they're going to come out and be cautious or come out and, like you say in there, shows no respect and we've really got to come back at them. That's what I'm saying. Yeah. It could be a cautious 0-0. It could be fucking, it's a decent game at 2-2, whatever. But we definitely get to penalties and that's where we fucking come out because it's like I was about to say. Remember when Bret Hart years and years fucking after everything came back to WWE as an old man and fucking he ended up Shawn Michaels with the first. It has to happen when it's there to be told. Tell the fucking story. You get me? Especially it's scripted. We know this now. It's like everything, bro. I even said it to my fucking son. He come hyped to me, telling me about the Holloway McGregor fight was booked. I'm like, mate, I don't watch.
Bro, I heard about it today, man. I heard he lost after 25 seconds.
Bro, he walked out, he acted like he was gonna throw a kick, put his leg back like he'd hurt himself. Bro, before his face even processed that I'm in pain, the ref was there waving it off. So I'm saying, nah, this was a plan. Then it was a money grab. You know what I'm saying? Like they knew that no one was even gonna swing a punch. It was bullshit. Yeah. But that, bro, I literally said to my son when he came weeks ago and told me about it, man, I don't watch old men fight fights just for money. You get me? Yeah. Watch them youngsters fight that they've got a rep to build. They've got a legacy to make. You know what I mean? I'm here for that. But nah, I'm not watching McGregor fucking fight. Nah. And then obviously, next day I see that I'm like, oh, I see it all. I told you with the Ben Eubank thing, and bro, these things when there's such money in them, it's like WWE has set that path there. You get me? Like, look, you can control everything. You can control the money. why wouldn't you have control of the money? You know what I mean? So yeah, I feel like Argentina on penalties. Don't know how we get there though. And then France and Spain. I feel like it's definitely France, but I feel like it could be something as tight as 1-0.
Yeah, well, that's what I'm thinking. I'm going for the safe bet, man. I'm going for penalties because I think both teams are going to be a bit cautious, relying on individual ability in it. And one thing with Spain have shown this tournament that they can defend. So
yeah,
you know,
what they only conceded 1 goal like the whole tournament.
that's what I'm saying. Yeah, one goal,
Crazy.
one goal all the way up to semi-final. Crazy, yeah. So anyway, let's get back onto this lineup here. So we've got Jordi Alba and we've got Casillas in goal. The back three, yeah. Now, do you think, yeah, between Michel Salgado, Danny Carvajal, and Azpilicueta, do you think any one of them deserves to be in that right back ahead of a certain somebody that we know?
Well, for me, like Carvajal's the only one that's in with a real shout. Yeah.
Yeah,
And
yeah, same here.
realistically, knowing what my plan would be in a four at the back formation, Carvajal just unfortunate because we don't have 3 centre backs because we've got 3 centre backs that have to be here, and one of them.
Okay, well, let's rule out the ones, yeah, because I think we're both going to go the same on this, yeah. So the centre backs that I've put on there, I'll put Aymeric Laporte, who doesn't get in, and he's a good defender, by the way.
Yeah.
And the other 4, and this is why I think we're going to go with these 4 to all play: Sergio Ramos, Gerard Piqué, Carlos Puyol, Fernando Hierro. So 4 out of the 3.
You can't.
So who misses out then?
Bro, for me, it's got to be PK that misses out. Puyol and Hierro can't miss. Yeah, and unfortunately, Ramos can go right back. You get me? So
yeah. All right, let's put Ramos in because for me, I don't think this guy gets the respect he deserves. You know, again, Ramos is a centre back,
don't they?
Bro, this guy, yeah, he is. The thing is with Ramos, yeah. For me, I look at Ramos, yeah, and I actually think, yeah, like when people talk about Maldini, yeah, I think you could put Ramos in that kind of conversation. Maybe just below Maldini.
Yeah, like for me, I'd maybe put him in a conversation with a Stam, Nesta. Like for me, Maldini's like top. You know what I mean? Like as much as I love Stam, love Nesta. Like if you can only pick one of either Maldini and one of them two, you go in Maldini, innit?
Maldini, yeah.
And it's clear as well. It's fairly easy to make that choice. So that's how you've got to put that respect on Maldini. So you at least one notch above. You know what I mean? But
I just think Ramos was just he literally had everything. Like there was no weakness to his game. Like he could do everything. I mean, he's a very good defender, very good in the air, good on the ball, aggressive, leader, scored goals, good from free kicks. He had pace. He was strong. Like the guy had no weaknesses for me. Yeah. And again, he won the World Cup. He won the Euros. He's won Champions League. Like he's won everything in the game. You know, I look at him as someone. If there's a Ballon d'Or winner worthy of a defender like Cannavaro, for me, Ramos is in that mode.
Yeah.
You know,
I can't really argue with that because, like, to be fair, like we all prefer attackers to be winning Ballon d'Ors and that. But if there was like a defensive Ballon d'Or, no doubt that he's in with at least in with 1 or 2. At least 1 or 2 seasons you'd have picked one up. You know what I mean?
100. So, yeah. No, I agree, man. I agree. All right. Well, Ramos is in there. So you're saying Hierro and Puyol?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Hierro.
Why do you think so? Out of Puyol and Hierro, do you think it's a straight battle between Puyol and PK?
I feel like that's where the battle is, yeah. Because like for me, I was young when Hierro was in his absolute peak in it.
Yeah.
But that's the point. Like I was old enough to remember what because obviously I'm a product of an Irish dad. Yeah, I basically grew up in pubs. Every weekend we're out in pubs watching the football. I'm out until the pub basically closing, and then we're walking home with pops in it. But that was
Yeah.
normal back then. So obviously I'm sat in pubs listening to everyone talk about the world of football essentially. And I just remember Hierro was the guy. And then obviously, as I got older and I'm starting to see him actually playing in certain games and that, I'm like, yeah, I can see why they gas him up kind of thing, innit? And obviously, when you then look back and go back and start actually, because like I say, I like to watch classic matches. I'll literally jump on and watch a full 90 minutes that happened 26 years ago. I don't give a fuck. You know what I mean? Fucking hell. But yeah, obviously, yeah, ridiculous. Absolutely ridiculous. The only thing that upsets me when I go back and watch it is like they didn't have a Galazzo for Spain.
Yeah.
If they'd had that, I'd have known so much more about him. You know what I'm saying? At the time, you get me? Because I always did put respect on him as like he's a top defender and he's one of them guys that you'd always put in your squad on FIFA and shit. But
100. Even the early football games, he had the high numbers for a defender.
Yeah,
but again, Hierro used to be like a DM as well.
Yeah, like back then, all the best centre backs basically was DMs first.
Yeah,
you know what I mean, so
he was a ball player, isn't it?
Yeah, you look at Hierro, Desai, and that. Like I say, even like when I was just talking before about who Nevs had near him and that, Ronnie Johnson, like there was so many that were just like that in it. Like, I swear, even Henning Berg was a defensive midfielder first, and then ended up in. He's either Berg or me. I remember one of them definitely played it defensive. I remember it from LME, innit? But fucking, yeah, man, like it's fucking absolutely ridiculous. Absolutely ridiculous, bro. But fucking, like I say, if we'd have been able to watch like a Galazzo type thing back then, I'd have been so much more gassed over him. You know what I mean? It was almost like, what you saw was enough, but yeah, it just makes me kind of sad that we didn't actually get proper highlights regularly every week where you could really take it in, because so many of the old Italian players, I feel like, and I know how they play out. You know what I mean? Like it's almost like you watch them every week, even though it's just highlights. You feel like you know more about them, innit? Like Hierro, he was always a bit of a mythical figure back then. You just knew he's the guy. You get me? But you never
he was a proper ball playing defender back in that era, innit? You know what I'm trying? And it's weird because you've got a proper ball playing defender in Hierro, and then next thing you've got Puyol, who was literally the opposite of that.
Yeah.
And I used to hate watching Puyol play, but one thing about this guy, you want him on your team because he was basically the Nemanja Vidic of Barcelona. And put his head in where it matters, leader. Yeah, he was ridiculous. And again, another guy that played right back when he come through.
Yeah.
So
that's what I'm saying. But for me, if you're gonna put one of them centre backs that we had out of the 4 centre backs, you're gonna put one of them at right back, I'm more comfortable with Ramos than Puyol. Puyol doesn't even come into consideration at right back for me.
Nah.
Where Puyol really came into his game was at centre back. You know what I mean? I feel like if he'd have stayed at right back, we might not even have Puyol in this conversation.
No. I agree because PK was a better footballer than him. But then if you're gonna, you've got Hierro for that, so PK just misses out because Hierro's there really. And then if you want to go with a good partnership, some players that complement each other, you go with Puyol. Me personally, I'd have Ramos. It'd be Ramos on someone for me, but yeah, it'd be Ramos on someone. Ramos is that good, man, for me.
No, but that's what I'm saying. For me,
Mm.
he can still be that good at right back.
Yeah,
You know what I mean, like there's not much of a like, because like you're saying, he was so well rounded. He had a bit of everything. He could do it all well. So I've got no concerns with him at right back. It's just it frees up an extra space when you've got a couple extra bad boys that can only really do centre mid. Oh, centre back, sorry, because it's like the centre mid, it's already packed. So Hierro, I'm sorry, you're going centre back because that midfield is spoken for, bro. You know what I mean? Like certain other positions dictate that there's no room for maneuver there. Like Hierro can't fit into the midfield unless we went with him. I don't know. We'd have to go with like a 4-2-2-2 or some shit to still fit people in. It's not gonna work. Fuck that. Right? But yeah. Like I say, Hierro is just too good to not be in this team. It's got to be at centre.
He was.
The mid's already spoken for. And when you've then still got PK and Puyol there that can only really do it best at centre back, then Ramos get on that right. let's argue it between them two in it. But again, like you're saying, that comparison of he was like the Puyol was like the Vidic, and Hierro's essentially he was like the Rio in it. So it's like is first anytime I'm putting together a centre back pairing. You
look at those partnerships,
ideally, I'm looking at that kind of partnership in it. So when it comes down to it, you've got Hierro who has to be in. All right, who complements that best? It's not 100 anymore. You know what I mean?
I think one thing's for certain though, if you're an attacker playing against them, you'd much rather attack down Spain's left rather than Spain's right. You know what I'm trying to say? You got Puyol and Ramos, or you got Hierro and Alba, and I think that's what kind of does it for me. You know, you've got ruggedness in defenders, and you've got more ball players in Hierro and Alba. But again, Ramos was a hybrid because Ramos can get stuck in and he can play as well. So
just because you said that, just so it's not so divided on how it is, I'd swap Hierro and Puyol.
Yeah, true.
You know what I mean? Cool. Just to give the defense that little bit more balance.
Yeah, because to be fair, that would help with the comparison as well. So Puyol go on the left.
Because I think Puyol used to play on the left-hand side for Barca, didn't he? When him and
PK when it was him and PK, he played on the right-hand side, didn't it?
Okay.
Yeah, because again, Puyol's not a great he's not great with the ball at his feet, innit? So if you're thinking of right and left-footed players, they'll much rather play Puyol on his strongest side because he's not that adept on the ball, whereas Gerard Piqué is very good on the ball. So him playing on the left-hand side is not really that much of a difference because he's a good footballer, isn't it?
Yeah.
Big up to Lumi Rain. Listen, Lumi, we are going to get on to Man United talk before we wrap it up at the end. But yeah, make sure you're there on Wednesday for the watch along. Yeah, because it's going to be a good one, man. Argentina versus England.
Don't pull out last minute, Lumi.
Yeah, don't be pulling out, Lumi. Don't be pulling out. Well, listen, it'll be good. It'll be good. All right, let's move it on to the midfield now. Boy, I'm not gonna lie, yeah.
Quickest convo. Let's be clear. If you want to do honorable mentions, go on.
Yeah,
that's Barca's midfield three. Let's in it.
Well, bro, listen. What I was gonna do, is I think there's no denying there's two players, and I think you're gonna agree to this as well, yeah. That are just there. There's no question about it, yeah. So I'm gonna put them in now, and that's Busquets and Iniesta. You call that, yeah?
Yeah.
Right. Now,
and I'm presuming that Xavi is going to end up the third man as well. That's what I'm saying. Like, might as well chase on that. But
it's going to be open up to debate. To be fair.
Yeah.
Now,
like I say, I don't have my book with me. I can't. Like I said, told you weeks ago, innit? I had a date where I was like, fuck it, I'm just gonna go through and just get them all together now. So I put my list together weeks ago. Bro, the amount I smoke, I can't remember what I wrote down all them weeks back. Life has been killing me recently, man. I can't remember nothing, but yeah. All I can think right now is that Barca midfield three.
Yeah, I think it's easy to go with them, but I do think that third midfielder is open up for debate, man. But
yeah, because I know you're going to mention a few names that's not in my mind.
are just in there, huh?
Nah, because I know you're going to mention a few names that right now they're not even in my mind because I'm just one track minded right now, innit? I can't.
Okay.
So, but that's what I'm saying. I can't think of nobody else. But Xavi is the weak link, and I know that there is going to be a player or two. In fact, I've just realised. Yes, there's a debate. Go on,
bro. The funny thing is though, yeah, the fact that we're saying Xavi is the weak link, it doesn't make sense.
Yeah.
Because Xavi walks into probably every other team in the world.
Yeah. He's not a weak link. It's where he could be improved. You know what I mean? And that just speaks to the depth of quality that Spain's got. You know,
bro, it makes no sense, man. It makes no sense.
But yeah, I've just
Busquets and Iniesta, in Busquets and Iniesta, personally, I think you've got two players here that, in terms of their position, I don't think there's been anyone better. I can't tell you a better DM than Busquets.
Yeah.
I can't tell you, because this guy had no pace, no strength, but his brain was just different. Like, you couldn't get near him. And Iniesta for me, he's the Messi of his position. Didn't get the numbers, but scored important goals. But this guy just didn't give the ball away. You know, silky. It don't matter who he plays against. You know, the guy's just got a consistency to his game, especially in his prime as well. You know, unplayable. So, those two get in, man. But this third one, I'm going to run through the names, bro, because to have these good midfielders is illegal, by the way, I mean, let's get the banter boys out the way, Pep, Luis Enrique. I bet you any money no one ever thought of that, So we got Pep, Luis Enrique. I've put Valeron. Remember Valeron from Deportivo?
Yeah.
I've put him in there. I put Fabian Ruiz. I put him in there. I put one of my favorites, Pedri, and I think Pedri has the potential to be in this, even though it's going to be difficult. Rodri. I mean, how can we leave out Rodri? Xabi Alonso. Marcos Senna. Obviously, Xavi. Cesc Fabregas. And bro, Thiago Alcantara. I don't think people deep how good this guy was, man. I'm going to tell you this now, For me, it's Thiago Alcantara or Fabregas.
That's it. Basically, I remembered Cesc, and as soon as I remembered Cesc, I remembered I could visualize my pad. You know what I'm saying? And I could see the line of names. Okay. And he was the first two in that spot. Like, it was the three options for that place was Xavi, Cesc, or Thiago. And the other two was taken. They were just
sorry, I missed the name out. Marcos Senna.
No, you mentioned him. You did say him still.
Did I?
Yeah. No, he was cool. Like I said, my boy named his son after him, innit?
I remember you saying Senna was cold, man.
Yeah,
he was cold.
Well, unfortunately, Cesc and Thiago, different sauce, innit? Different sauce. Like I said,
if you're saying Xavi, so because I'm willing to say I rate Xavi highly, but for me, I want to put Thiago or Fabregas. So, and who would you go out of Thiago and Fabregas?
I go Cesc, I'd honestly go Cesc. Because as much as people know he was cold, I do think he was madly underrated. Like
He
people
was.
don't realize just how good he actually was. Like
Yeah,
people, you know what I mean? Like no, when
yeah,
people put respect on someone but don't put enough, really.
yeah.
You know what I mean? Like it's like yeah, they're acknowledging it, but they're not really like fully aware of just how good man was. Because same could be said for Thiago, to be fair, but
Hmm.
yeah, for me, I always liked Seth. He was a
Bro,
player that I
Cesc played
always said
false
I'd like
nine
to see.
for
Yeah,
he played false nine for Spain. Do you remember he got the assist for Iniesta to score the winning goal in the final as well,
yeah,
the
yeah.
World Cup final. Yeah, listen. Yeah, big up Lumi says Santi Cazorla. Yeah, Cazorla's in the wingers one. Yeah, Santi Cazorla, one of the most two-footed players I've seen. You know, he was an absolute bad boy. But listen, that midfield is of too much high quality. So yeah, listen, Cazorla had to be moved forward one. And again, when it comes to the wingers, you're going to see what we're working with. And as I said to you, the amount of quality in that squad, it doesn't make sense. I don't understand how a country can have so many of these good players. Like it makes no sense. So we'll go on to that in a minute. Yeah. So you're saying Cess, yeah?
Yeah.
See, I'm leaning towards Thiago, but I can hear Cess.
But that's what I'm saying. For me, it's more like I'm going for Cesc because honestly, even when he was young at Arsenal, I
Mm.
used to look at him and think, I'd love to see him in a United shirt.
Yeah,
You know what
yeah,
I mean? And I always thought of him when I like why especially when he ended up going to Chelsea, I was like, why the fuck wasn't we in for that? You know what I mean? Like what the fuck? A player of that quality is available. You fucking at that point, you United, you fucking talk to them. You know what I mean?
yeah.
How the fuck they let him go to Chelsea? Yeah, it don't make sense. Don't make sense.
He was,
But
he was, he was. I mean, look at that. His first season at Chelsea, they won the league. Like that's how good he was, man. And he was highly influential as well.
yeah,
So you know what? I'm a massive fan of Thiago because, as I said, man, I think technically this guy is an absolute joke. But I'm happy to go with Cesc because I think, yeah, you're right. Cesc Fabregas doesn't get the respect he deserves, really, when you think about it, because this guy made his debut for Arsenal at what 15, you know, and ever since he made his debut, you know, this guy held down a regular spot for Arsenal, and again, he's won everywhere he's gone. I think I'm not sure if he won a La Liga for Barcelona, you know, but look at the amount of players that have come through La Masia as well. Even Jordi Alba come through La Masia before he went to Valencia. Obviously Puyol, and then you got the whole La Masia front line and midfield. Sorry, crazy man, crazy. So yeah, I'm happy with Fabregas. Do you think Fabregas deserves to be in there over Xavi?
yeah, because
It's mad, isn't it? No Xavi. It is mad,
for
but
me, like you said, it's not like he's a weak link. He is
mm,
utter quality. But if you're saying, yo, I've already got the first two parts of the fucking midfield free. Who do you want? You've got Cesc or Xavi.
mm,
Personally, I just choose Cesc. You know what I
yeah.
mean? It's not a knock on Xavi, neither, but it's just like I said,
I think
it's more
Fabregas can do
personal
everything.
preference.
Yeah, I think Fabregas though, yeah, can do everything Xavi does. But I look at Fabregas as being more of a goal threat as well.
Yeah, yeah,
So that's
and
why I think he gets it. Yeah. But,
like I
yeah.
said,
Listen,
for me,
send
I
to me,
know it's
Gabriel.
more. It's I'm leaning more on personal preference just because, like I say, I watched a lot more of him because obviously watching English, the Premier League every year.
Yeah.
I'm gonna see a lot more of Cesc than I have Xavi. Obviously, I still saw a lot of Xavi, a lot of Thiago, but it's like I definitely saw more Cesc. And the
Yeah.
whole time
100.
I saw him, I was like, I'd like him at United. and you can't go that long wanting someone to play for your club and not pick. You know what I mean? Like, it's like it's hardwired into me of choosing it. But like I say, I could live if I got outvoted. Like, I still can't live with Carlos and Cafu not making it into Brazil's team. Still keeps me up at night.
Hey, listen, Danny Alves and Marcelo, boy.
This choice here wouldn't keep me up. It could go either of the three, and it wouldn't keep me up like that. But personal preference, I'd like to see Cesc in there with it. But
no, listen, I'm happy with Cesc, man, being in there, to be honest with you, because he was a bad boy. I can't even lie. Even though, you know, another guy that never won Champions League at Arsenal. So, but yeah, he's a bad boy, man. Wow, Cesc Fabregas over Xavi. Listen, you're an Arsenal fan, man. You should be happy. You know what I'm trying to say? You should be happy. But again, listen, Xavi was a bad boy, but I'll be honest with you, man. Thiago Alcantara, Fabregas, you know, that midfield that they had, man, this didn't make sense. I haven't seen a squad ever, that has that amount of quality. Because you could pick, literally any one of the midfielders and they get in. Literally, you could do that, you know.
Yeah.
But anyway, let's move on. Say again?
And nobody would complain about it. You know what I mean, that's how good they all are.
Literally, yeah. I'm thinking, let's go for a central striker, because I think the wide players is going to be a little bit more difficult, So the central strikers, and I think we're going to have a difference of opinion on this one, But you've got David Villa, Fernando Torres, Raul, Alvaro Morata, Mikel Arafabal put in there as well, Diego Costa, Rodrigo, and then you've got Fernando Morientes, I think let's rule out the ones that are not going to make it, So for me, I'm ruling out Morientes, Rodrigo. I like Arafabal, but the list is good, and Morata.
Right.
Yeah. So I think you already know where I'm going with this. I know who mine's gonna be. Just whether I know Lumi's put in a certain Raul. Raul doesn't make it for me. The squad for me. I know he makes it for you, Fitz. I know you rate Raul. But I'm just telling you, this is another Riyad Mahrez one. See David Villa. I don't care where you put him, but he's in there somewhere. And I'm more than happy to put him in central striker. I'm more than happy.
I was more putting him out to the left. Me.
I know, but that's why I went central striker first.
Yeah. Because for me, like it's and they all provide different shit. This is the craziest one because it doesn't matter to me out of these three which one you go for, but they all provide.
So are you looking at Villa, Torres, and Raul?
No, Villa's on the left for me. So the three strikers, I'm looking at Torres, Raul, and Diego Costa.
Yeah, see, I was thinking Costa, But the only reason I'm putting Villa through the middle, is because actually no, tell a lie. Yeah, it could work actually. Oh, but I'm leaving out. What's his name? Yeah, big up to listen, Verbic said it, man. It has to be Villa. Listen, David Villa's in there for me, but we're just trying to figure out whether he's on the left or through the middle.
Yeah. Now Villa's undisputedly in this team, but I'm just saying when you've got in a striker, central striker position, you've got Raul, Diego Costa, and Fernando Torres. And Villa can't just get out on the left. I've seen you do well on the left anyway. It's not a problem. It's the same. It's the same as putting Ramos at right back. I'm comfortable with it.
I'm just, bro. You know what I'm looking at though, I'm just trying to look at the list that I've got here to think: is there anyone worthy of getting in left wing?
That's what I'm saying.
And I've got literally, I've got two names that might have a shout, but they probably won't even get in there.
So realistically, if they right, okay, put it like this: the two wingers that you've got in mind,
Yeah,
put them head to head with Raul, Costa, Torres. Did he get in ahead of any of those players? Even though it's different positions, but knowing you're juggling shit around, do they get in ahead of those three?
So for me, personally, one of them does. Yeah.
Right. Okay. So
personally, I'd have one of them on the left, which means David Villa plays through the middle.
Right. To be fair, at this point, I think it'd even help the chat help us make up our mind. Let's just put all cards on the table. What are you thinking wings then?
All right. So if we just focus on the left wingers, because right wingers we can get onto.
Yeah. That's not even in contention.
Yeah. The left wingers I'm looking at Santi Cazorla and Isco. And for me, I want to put Isco in that team on the left-hand side.
I hear it.
So I'm thinking Isco and then David Villa.
That does that. I can't complain.
You see what I mean?
Yeah. No, I can't.
Bro, I was happy to put Isco, in midfield, but because we've got so many midfielders, it's
you've got to put them where there's the least options in it, and that's what I'm saying. Like, to be fair, Isco is a bad boy that I'd like to get him in there if possible. You get me? Considering would I put so now I know it's like right, I can do the head to head knowing that it's juggling around. Do I want Isco or Costa? Isco. Do I want Isco or Torres? Now that's a much harder one, but it's Isco. Yeah.
So I'm saying, man, Isco.
It's Raul.
Isco is for me, man. He's another one that's underrated as well.
Oh, massively underrated. But
I'm looking at that left-hand side. I'm looking at Alba, Iniesta, and Isco. That's what I'm looking at. So Lumi's saying Silva, Raul, and Villa as my three. Lumi, you know what? That's not a bad three, That's not a bad three, but I can't put Raul in there though. I think Raul was good, but I just can't put Raul in there. Not when I've got Isco, David Villa.
Like not on a talent aspect, but the club aspect. Like I know you feel like when if someone was to say, "Oh, but look how many years he was at Real," you'd be like, "But it was a youth thing. Like they like that kind of thing. Like there's an asterisk to it. He's essentially the Gary Neville of Real Madrid."
What Raul?
Yeah, in your eyes,
100%. Yeah, 100%. Yeah. And bro, that don't mean Raul was shit, by the way.
Yeah.
I'm just looking at the quality that this nation has had. I can't put Raul in there knowing that Isco is not making this team.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
To be fair, like for me, I can kind of see where you're coming from. That's why it just clicked then in it. I'm like, yeah, that's what it is. But it's even that's why I had to say like not on a talent or a technical or ability aspect, but just on why he was at Real for so long and why you know what I mean. Like that's it. He was the professional that came through the youth system. You know what I mean. Just didn't make noise. Like just you know what I mean. Like. So I can get it, but I did highly rate Raul. But
all right. Would you rather have Raul or Fernando Torres?
I'll probably go for Torres because he's more of an actual striker. Because like
that rules out Raul
nine type thing.
That's what Raul then.
He played that false nine, but that's what I'm saying. For me, it's a harder choice between Isco and Raul than it is for Torres and Isco because I've just said I'd still it's tight, but I'd take Isco over Torres.
So would I?
I'd take Torres over Raul. I'm gonna have to. Like it's almost like it's just the respect that I have for Raul because I rated him high in it. So
Yeah.
Obviously, I'm like, I want to put him in because he was. I think he was a guy. You get me? But thinking about it, the way he'd actually play in that role, it'd probably be more of like a false nine type thing because he works best as like a 10 almost. You know what I'm saying? So yeah, because if you think about it, whenever Raul was always in the Real Madrid squad, always in the squad. But he always had bad boy strikers, like out and out strikers. So he always played the 10 role. You know what I'm saying? So it's like it'd be a false nine in that formation. And
I just because Lumi said name me a harder worker than Raul, yeah. I mean, I'm not quite sure what that's got to do with it, but
apparently Gary Neville works really hard as well. He's got a lot of businesses. He don't take holidays. He has many retirements.
Lumi, I got one for you. Jude Bellingham works harder than Raul. You know what I'm trying to say? What does that mean? What's that meant to mean? Come on. But the way I'm looking at it, yeah. If we're choosing between Raul, Fernando Torres, and Isco, yeah, I have Raul in third place because Torres will offer you the threat in behind. And as a pure footballer, Isco is one of the most purest footballers of his generation.
Yeah. No, to be fair, I think I'm leaning towards get Isco on the left, get David Villa in the.
Bro, I think Isco has to be there, man, because let's ask the chat anyway. Chat, what do you reckon? Who you going with on that left hand side? Isco
or Villa
or David Villa? Yeah, Isco or David Villa.
But bear in mind, if you guys say you're going with David Villa on the left, then it's more than likely going to be Fernando Torres because we're just going to go for the real striker, innit?
That's what I'm saying, yeah.
Yeah, just be aware. But if you guys like Isco, then obviously you're choosing the striker as well because the striker is still going to just go over to Villa, innit?
Yeah. So Lumi's saying David Villa on the left.
And Torres up front then, Lumi, yeah? I know you're saying that you take Raul, but we're going to both vote on fucking Torres if you lot fucking say Villa. So be aware that if you're saying Villa, then fucking hell, it's going to be Torres, not Raul.
So she says Villa and Torres will be good.
All right.
Chat, let us know, man. What do you reckon on the left hand side? Isco or David Villa? I'm happy to go down to a vote. I mean, I want Isco in there, but if you guys think that Isco and that David Villa should be on there, then it is what it is, and then we'll try and get that right-sided person. So I think this one might drop a bit of competition. So Villa and Torres would be good. The thing is, I was more looking at Busquets, Iniesta, and Isco as a midfield three. Hey, that'd be dangerous.
To be fair, though, if you'd actually mentioned Isco and Thiago and Cesc, like if you'd have fucking mentioned like that's what you had in mind at first, it probably would have gone that way. I would have. As much as I like Cesc, I've always rated Isco extremely highly. So
he's a joke, man. Absolute joke.
I'm glad you didn't put me in that position though where I had to choose between Cesc and fucking Isco though.
No, but bro, I purposely put Isco because if you remember, he actually played from the left for Spain anyway. But I purposely didn't put him in this midfield because it would have made it even more difficult. You know what I'm trying to say?
Yeah.
So Baz One Diva saying Isco. Hey, all right, big up Baz One Diva. Hey, listen, Isco, yeah. But why are you not considering David Silva? Lumi, relax. Don't worry. We're gonna get to that. Don't worry.
We're leaving the right.
We're leaving the right hand side. Yeah.
We're coming to that last, innit?
Yeah. Where's Verbeek? What are you saying?
Basically, we're saying David Villa is in this team. We just need to work out: is he on the left hand side or is he up front?
Yeah.
You know what I mean? And if he's gonna be up front, then it's gonna go Isco left. If Villa's gonna go on the left, then we're gonna go Torres up front. And then we can move on to the right and get onto the fucking options there, innit?
There you go. So we've got 1-1 at the moment. So Isco on the left, Villa on the left.
We're going Verbic,
Verbic, where you at, man? What you saying? Yeah, it's difficult. It is difficult, but I think it's safe to say, man, that Raul's gonna miss out. Diego Costa's gonna miss out. So it's whether we do Villa Torres or Isco Villa. Yeah, big up Lumi. Lumi says, actually, I think Isco Villa would be best. There you have it then. There you have it.
All right, let's do that.
And Isco for me, yeah, is underrated, man. He's so underrated. And this guy was a demon.
He's one of them guys, though. Anyone that watched him and knows, you know, not even that. Anyone that watched him knows. You know what I'm saying? So it's like fuck that. But there's a lot of people that would have only caught glimpses of him, like being at Real, where he's not being used. You know what I mean? He's like just making squad numbers at certain points. Right? Like,
bro, when he, you know, when he first went to Real, I was gutted because he should have gone. He was a Barcelona type player.
Yeah.
Like he should have gone Barcelona. But
to be fair, anytime they sign like a young player that's looking like the good, you always have that concern of, oh fuck, what are they gonna do? Like, is it just we're taking him because we can, or is it gonna be we're taking him because he's gonna do his thing here? You know what I mean? Like, oh bro, like even Endrick, look at how they did Endrick. They got him there, fucking barely fucking start. They have to go out on loan. As soon as he goes out on loan, lighting shit up.
Bro, you know what? I'll be honest with you now, yeah. When I see Endrick first off when he was playing for Palmeiras, yeah, I thought this guy could be a problem. You know, left foot of Adriano, you know, diminutive in height like Romario. I thought this guy could be one of the best strikers of his era, yeah. Bro, I think he's shit. I think he's crap.
Nah, that's what I'm saying. From what
I don't rate Endrick, bro. I don't think he's that good. Nah, man. I've seen him a few times, yeah. And the thing is with me, yeah, when I first see him, I thought, oh, this guy looks good, yeah. And then it wasn't until I watched the England game when he come on for his debut and he scored, yeah. But then what surprised me is the chance he had to get his second. And it wasn't the fact that he missed it, yeah, it's how he missed it. And then when you deep it, yeah, when Brazil played Norway, yeah, when he went through and goal, I said to myself, he's not going to score because I already see him miss something similar against England. Because I assumed he had a lot more composure than what I initially thought. And I just don't think he's going to be that good, man. I don't know why. I don't think he's that good.
But bear in mind, bro, we're talking his debut and World Cup performances, yeah? The kid's, what, 19?
About that, yeah.
Composure, bro. Come on, 19.
I know, bro, but it's how he's missing these chances.
This is what I'm saying. Bear in mind, like, my man's gone to Real Madrid. They've not done nothing with him. He's ended up having to go out on loan. He's gone out on loan, done fairly well as soon as he's gone out on loan. And people will say, it's the French league. But let's be clear, the French league has been building something recently. Over the last few years, if you look at some of the quality that's there, like Marseille have got a decent squad. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Leon had a decent squad. Bro, there's been some fucking nice looking fucking potential in that league. He's gone there and done well at his young age, off the back of being fucking frustrated and all that. Obviously, World Cup, a lot of pressure on the kid. You know how serious them Brazilians take the World Cup as well. But that's what I'm saying.
I'm not convinced.
I get it. And obviously, be cautious because how many times have we fucking looked at footballers and thought, he's going to be... Bojan broke my heart, bro.
Bojan and Giovanni Dos Santos.
Oh my God, I swear to... But hear this, yeah? I had fucking a football manager game on none of them old knockies.
Yeah, come on, man. We've all done it. I even bought fucking Jeffrin. Remember Jeffrin?
Yeah,
him as well.
bro, this is what I'm saying. We all signed the same Wonder Kids, but when I'm telling you, I signed this 15-year-old, no one knew who he was. I'm telling
He was
guys,
deadly.
sign this kid, he's sick. Bro, when I'm saying 2-2s now, yeah, bear in mind, I've gone round told all my boys, yo, this kid's the guy, you know, and I've been chatting him up for time. Bro, 2-2s now, yeah. He made his debut Champions League bag 2. I'm like, yo, I'm getting phone calls left, right, and center. Like, I've just won a lottery or some shit. Like, yo, that kid's the one. Yo, I was gassed, bro. 2-2s.
And last time you see him, he's at Stoke.
Yeah, bro. Like, nah. Kid broke my fucking heart, bro. But yeah, like, don't get too optimistic with these kids. But
Yeah,
like I say, I am hopeful because young Brazilian talent, the way he looked when we all first started getting glimpses of him, like, nah, he looked too good to give up on right now, especially when you're talking like the examples that come to your mind are his debut and World Cup. It's like there's a lot of pressure there. I can understand.
But bro, I'm more. Yeah, but the thing is, I hear it. Yeah, but I'm more interested in how he's missed it. I'm not saying he's got to score it. By the way, yeah. But if you do score it, it's telling me that you're special. Yeah. But it's how he's missed it. It's just there's no composure, going wrong decision making as well. And I just thought, I actually thought, because the hype around him before he went to Real Madrid, and from what I saw, I thought, this guy's going to be special, yeah. And the more that I've watched him, I don't think he's going to reach that level. I just don't think it, man. You know, and then, bro, listen, are we forgetting? This man tried telling us that his idol's Bobby Charlton. We should have sold our stocks then.
Bro, nah, I'll tell you the truth. I think that kid was a G for that. Nah, bro, I thought he was a G for that because it's clearly a piss take answer. Yeah. But the fact that my man named Sir Bobby, bro, salute that kid. He knows ball. He knows his heritage.
Bobby Charlton or Bobby Moore? Who was it?
Nah, Bobby Charlton, innit? It was Bobby Charlton, innit? But that's what I'm saying, man. Like the kid knows his history. You get me? The fact that he named Bobby Charlton, bro. Like, yeah, man. Yo, to be fair, it's probably why I've got a little bit more. I'll defend him. I'll give him a bit more leeway, man. The kid knows, bro. It's like him naming like, yo, yeah, George Best was my favorite baller. It's a piss take answer, but yo, the fact that
he's trolling, man. I'm telling you.
That's what I'm saying. But the fact that this kid from Brazil, yeah. Let's be clear, like, all these Brazilian ballers all come from fucking real poor backgrounds. My man knows about Sir Bobby Charlton, you know. Like, that's a kid that's done his research from, and it's not gonna be easy for him to do his research where he was born, bro. Like, give him his props. Let the kid live, man.
He even had his shirt tucked in like him as well.
That's what I'm saying, bro. He's probably actually done his research, seen pictures of Bobby, and he's like, you know what? I like that, like, smart look. You get me? Yo, that's what I'm saying. No shit like that. I love that, man. Like, yeah, man. Like,
he can go to hell for that, man. Fuck that.
Fuck that. You see, if Mbappe started putting his collar up before penalties, bro, fuck that. He's the guy.
Listen.
But this is what I'm saying, man. I like that shit, man. Give me, let me know that you know ball. Cause these men are younger than us, so you got to put respect on that. Like, he's a teenager, bro, and he knows about Bobby Charlton. I don't care that he's a troll answer. The fact that he knows the name to give that as an answer, put some respect on him, bro. He's got to be doing his research.
He's taking the absolute piss, man. Honestly, Bobby Charlton.
And to be fair,
when I heard that, he lost me. I can't even lie, man. And I'm being vindicated as well by all that. You know that.
No, but that's what I'm saying, bro. We both took that total different. He said that, and you was like, "Nah, fuck this kid." I looked at that and said, "I love this kid. This kid's the guy." Yo, fuck that. Like, we looked at that totally different. I love that sarcastic shit. Like, I don't like the fact that these kids are always got a fucking question and a fucking camera in the face. You know what I'm saying? Like, let these kids...
Why Bobby Charlton? That's what I want to know. Why Bobby Charlton?
But that's what I'm saying. Probably, like I say, he's obviously a student of the game type thing. So he would have looked at Why are Manchester United so? He's probably done his research on the Busby Babes, seen pictures and little bits of footage. It's not like he's looking at him as his idol, but he's probably chose. That's when I'm gonna tuck my shit in because that looks smart. You know what I mean? And obviously, maybe out of all of the Busby Babes, the only name he remembers is Bobby Charlton. You know what I mean? So it's one of them.
How do we know? How do we know though? Yeah, he hasn't chatted to Casemiro and said, "Look, Cas, give me some banter, man. Just let me know who United legend is." Bobby Charlton,
He could have, but that's what I'm saying. Though, for a kid to ask. So even in that scenario, how banter is that? The guy's got onto a guy that used to play for his team, and he's gone, bro. Questions are coming at me left, right, and centre. Give me a joke answer that I can give for who my idol is when that gets asked. Yeah, and that is hilarious. The fact he's got that sense of humour, bro, he won me straight away. And the fact that he chose one of our legends, I'm like, bro, nah. He's too much. He's too much. I rate it.
Charlton, you know, I can't take it seriously, man.
Yeah, he wasn't meant to be took serious, bro. But that's the thing. He's not meant to be took serious. He's taking the piss. You're meant to laugh at the reporter for getting given the answer. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, true.
And just respect the kid for knowing the history, bro. How's he naming players from the 60s? You're taking the piss, bro. Was your mum born then, fam? You're that young. Your mum might not have been born to the 70s. The fuck?
He put the work in, man. To be fair,
yeah,
he put the work in.
You gotta give him some respect for it. Don't let that discourage you, bro. Like he took the piss out of the news reporter, and honestly, all them interviewers and like people that have got questions and shit, fuck them all. The knobheads.
Bobby Charlton. I don't know, man. But guys, listen, let's get back to it anyway. We're gonna finish up this all-time 11 because listen, let's get away from Hendrick, man. He's cool at the moment. Guys, all the other news I will get back to it afterwards after we've completed this lineup, innit? So let's go on to the right winger. Now this is gonna be difficult. I know obviously Loomis said David Silva already, yeah. But I think for me it's gonna come down to a couple of players, but it's worth mentioning, yeah. The likes of Joaquin, Real Betis' Joaquin. I mean, back then, boy, he was the winger, the best, probably one of the best wingers in Europe. You know what I mean? When he was in his prime. I've put Pedro in there as well, Marco Asensio, Jose Antonio Reyes, Juan Mata, Gaisca Mendieta, and obviously David Silva. Now, sorry, and Lamine Yamal. Now, do you think it's too early for Yamal yet, or do you think he's worthy of being in there?
No, he's worthy of being mentioned because of obviously the quality that he possesses at such a young age and what he's done so far. It definitely does deserve to be mentioned but I do think it's too early for him to actually be put in there. I think anyone putting him actually in the team, it's a bit premature, isn't it?
Yeah.
But he definitely deserves mentioning because he is more than likely going to be the answer in 5-6 years. You know what I mean? So
yeah,
he's not going to
he should be, if he continues his path, he should be the number one on that right hand side, realistically, innit?
Yeah. But like I say, and it won't take him too long, but as of right now, no, he can't go there. Yeah, it's too early.
So who are you looking at? Because I'm looking at three players that could be in contention: David Silva, Joaquin, and Mendieta. Because I think Reyes, or RIP to Jose Antonio Reyes, but I don't know if Reyes do too much for Spain. I can't remember. Mata was a number 10 as well, even though, and again, I don't think Mata played as many games as some of the others anyway, and then Pedro, not for me, even though he was slightly underrated. But yeah, I'm looking at David Silva, Mendieta, and Joaquin. Who you thinking?
For me, it's the other two obviously decent shouts, but I feel like David Silva kind of picks himself in this currently.
Yeah,
You know what I
yeah.
mean? Like I say,
Again, another number
space is
10 as
there
well.
for the taking for your mouth, but right
Yeah,
now, I feel like it's got to be Silva.
yeah. No, I'm with that as well. I think it's worth saying Joaquin as well because, as I said, back in the Football Manager days, that was the right winger to go for. You know, he was ridiculous, blistering pace. You know what I mean? Assists. Didn't really score too many goals, but he was a problem. But I think it's safe to say, man, David Silva gets in. But yeah, as we said, man, I think Lamine Yamal should take over that position in years to come.
Should be.
Where is David Silva? He's not in the game. David Silva. 1 minute, yeah. Just 1 minute.
2 sets, bro. I'm just gonna have to jump out 1 sec. I'll be back in literally 1 minute.
Yeah, go on, bro. No worries.
But
So yeah, David Silva. Let's go on to some of your questions, guys. Just quickly, your comments before just wait until Fitz gets back. So, thoughts on Greenwood going to Turkey? Yeah, listen, I'm not gonna lie, I'm shocked. You know, I thought Mason Greenwood would have ended up back in Spain. I thought he would have gone to Barca or Real Madrid. Again, I'm not quite sure what's going on there. The only thing I can say about Greenwood, yeah, is that I'm looking at Greenwood going to Turkey. Is it more to do with the money? It has to be. It has to be the money because I think he is good enough to play for me any team in the world. I think he's that good, Greenwood. And again, I'm surprised. You know, he didn't go to PSG, but again, PSG have got a lot of attackers anyway, but they haven't got like a left-footed attacker like him. So I'm surprised at that one. Um, Again, you look at Real Madrid. You know, I know they've got Mastantuono, who's left-footed on that side. So maybe they didn't really look at him for that reason. Again, Barca have got Yamal, so there's no reason to go for Greenwood. But I actually think they should have got Greenwood because Greenwood can play through the middle. And imagine having Greenwood and Yamal, you know, in the same team, or even if you wanted to rest one of them as well. So yeah, I'm surprised that that Greenwood didn't go to anywhere in Spain. You know, obviously PSG, but you never know. It could be a case because of the you know, what everything that surrounded him as to why it never happened. But yeah, him going to Turkey is a surprise. I have to be honest, it is a surprise. But yeah, man. Obviously, I think I've heard that Man United are going to be getting, you know, about 10 million from that deal as well. Over 10 million, which is good business. So but yeah, no, it is a surprise, man. But I do think that he's gone there for the money. It has to be said. Uh Guys, bear me 1 minute, yeah? Just bear me 1 minute. Yeah, bro. What's it? I was just touching on Lumi's comment about Mason Greenwood, innit? And I was saying that I'm actually surprised that Greenwood has actually gone to Fenerbahce, but I can only believe that he's gone Fenerbahce for the money, innit? Because I'm surprised that he didn't go to a PSG, a Barca, a Real Madrid, a Bayern Munich. I think Barca, in a sense, have obviously got Yamal, but I'm thinking the fact that Greenwood can play through the middle, having him and Yamal on the same team, or you could rest one of them. I thought that would have been a good signing. Real Madrid, I know they got Mastan Tuano, who they brought in from Argentina. He's on the right hand side, so maybe they might look at him as the future to go with a lot of their other attackers as well. Obviously Bayern have got Elise on that side. He could have been a good backup for Harry Kane, or if you want to rest Harry Kane or go two up top, he could play there. Or if you want to rest Elise, and then obviously PSG, he could have fitted into their front line, but maybe they want to give Doué, more of a chance. You never know, innit? But what do you think of the Greenwood to Turkey, though? Are you shocked?
To be fair, I'm shocked that he's opted to go there, innit? But to be fair, as good as he is, I feel like a lot of top clubs are probably still a bit cautious with everything attached, innit? So probably, you would have thought if it's not this move, it's got to be the next one to a big club. Otherwise, he's reached his ceiling. You know what I mean?
But the thing is, what I would say though, the reason, like, I'm looking at this and I'm thinking, I don't know if he goes to a big club now, because Fenerbahce is a kind of club you go to after you've been at a big club. Because he's going from Marseille to Fenerbahce. It's like the same kind of move, really. Two big clubs in them countries.
Yeah, but you would think like the step up should come after the French league, where it's like, all right, so he's basically moving like to a similar level, similar state.
He's going to the same club, but in a different country. Yeah, the way that I'm seeing it. Yeah.
Then, so obviously that's what I'm saying. So it's like the next move for him is crucial that it's to like a big club, because otherwise he's gonna be stuck to that level. That's it. You know what I mean? Like, clearly big clubs aren't going to touch him if it's not his next move. But you would have thought with his age, how long it's been.
How old is he now, though? He must be about, what, 23 now?
No, he's still young. That's what I'm saying. Like, realistically, you'd be thinking a big club, if they're going to fucking say, yeah, let's go for him. Why would you be thinking it at, say, what, 27? You know what I mean? I'd be closer to when they're 23. Like, yeah, fuck it. There's more reason to take that chance, isn't it?
Yeah.
But like I say, now
you know what? The more I think about it, the more frustrated I am, because this guy should be playing for United, like, and just causing madness. But now he finds himself in Turkey, and this guy generationally was one of the best players. You know what I'm trying to say? So it's like, yeah, it's crazy, man. But at the end of the day, man, people are gonna have their opinions in it, and his career now is as a result. So it's just annoying, man, because he was a top player, but it is what it is, isn't it? Right, guys, listen, we've done our Spain team, before we get onto some Man United talk, before we wrap it up. So we've gone with obviously a 4-3-3. Iker Casillas in goal, Sergio Ramos, Fernando Hierro, Carlos Puyol, Jordi Alba as the back four. Midfield three of Busquets, Iniesta, and Fabregas. And then a front three of David Silva, David Villa, and Isco. So, let's compare. National fact, where do you think this team ranks in terms of the teams that we've done so far?
Well, I don't think it touches the Brazil one.
Yeah, I don't think either.
It's arguably at the France level, innit? Like France
Yeah.
is like the one below Brazil. I'd say they'd give France a game.
Yeah.
Like, I think it'd be a coin flip between them and France.
Do you think this team's better than the Holland team?
I don't know, you know. I don't know.
Mm.
That I'm thinking about it now. Yeah, Holland was pretty much in the fucking France bracket as well, innit?
Mm.
I'm just trying to think player for player, innit? Like,
What about against England?
nah,
No.
I think these two England.
You know what's mad? Yeah, as much as they've got a mad squad, you would have thought that mad squad would have been nearer Brazil.
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
You know what
But
I'm saying?
yeah, it literally doing these is just making us realize just how good Brazil have been.
Bro, Brazil's team makes no sense, bro. R9, Ronaldinho, Rivaldo, Neymar, Adriano. Fuck it. Take Dunga out, man, and just put in Romario or something like that. They'll work it out. You know what I mean?
Trust me, trust me.
he makes no sense, man. How can you have so many good players in one squad? Or one lineup, should I say?
Yeah, yo, I want to know what's in that Brazilian water.
Yeah, bro. Same. Because of that, yeah, that's a joke. That team, man. To be fair, it's a joke. But yeah, I think because I'm actually thinking, yeah, I'm actually thinking, does France actually beat this team?
But that's what I'm saying. I feel like they can, but you also not know just how efficient this team would be. You know what I
Yeah.
mean? So it's like it'd be a task for them to break them down.
Mm,
But that's what I'm saying. I don't think this Spain team's just gonna walk on the pitch and smack up France. Like, you
yeah.
know what I mean? I don't think there's not gonna be clear daylight between any kind of result with it.
Yeah.
But I feel like personal preference, there's a lot more players in that France team that I'd end up picking. You know what I mean? Like,
Mm,
but no, wouldn't be in the Jordi Alba. They're straight away. These are weak links for me. You know what I mean? Like,
yeah.
there's not that. Like, I was sitting there arguing about Lizarazu one time. He could be considered a weak link for France, but I rate him high, so it's not for me.
Mm.
So I feel like France is probably just about edge it.
So who should we compare this team with then? The player
I
comparison.
think France is a fair comparison, but I think France are just slightly ahead.
Yeah. So Casillas or Lloris?
Probably going with Lloris.
Yeah. I'll be happy with that. Yeah. I think Lloris is ahead of him. Right, this will be difficult. Sergio Ramos or Lilian Thuram?
The only
Right,
reason why I'd go with Thuram is because it's at right back specifically. Even though I'm more than comfortable with Ramos at right back, but
you think Thuram was a better right back than
at right back? Yeah, Thuram was the better right back, and that's what I'm saying. So there's one of the strong ones that's been eliminated just purely because we was trying to fit in Puyol and Piero and that.
Yeah,
you know
yeah.
what I mean? So I
All
feel
right.
like go on, carry
So
on.
that's one. So that's 2-0 France. Yeah. Hierro or Desai?
But that's what I'm saying. It's going to come down. This one is just purely personal preference, and I love Desai in it.
Yeah, Desai was a demon. Again, Desai and Hierro, two guys that were DMs that can play DM.
Yeah,
Crazy, isn't it?
fucking nuts, bro. But that was that era. That's what I'm saying. Like they all did that. You know what I mean? Like all the big teams had a top like centre back that was also able to play defensive midfield. But,
Yeah. So 3-0 France, yeah. Puyol or Abidal?
probably gonna go with Abidal. No. In fact, no. It's gotta be Puyol. It's gotta be Puyol. I was thinking just because it was left-sided centre back and Abidal was left-footed, but just player for player at centre back is Puyol.
But again, both players played next to each other anyway for Barcelona, didn't they?
Yeah.
So
But
4-0, yeah.
no. 3-1 in it. I give it Puyol.
Oh, Puyol, sorry, yeah, 3-1. Lizarazu or Jordi Alba?
I'm going Lizarazu.
Yeah, 4-1. Fabregas or Pogba?
Pogba in it.
Yep. And again, that's nothing on Fabregas, but yeah, listen, Pogba's Pogba, man. 5-1. Oh, this is gonna be difficult. This one. Busquets or Vieira? I'm going Busquets.
I like Vieira though, bro.
But I think Busquets is the
But
best
I do
DM.
feel like Busquets is the better player. You know what I mean?
Is, yeah.
I like Vieira, but to be fair, because it's getting so far divided.
Yeah.
I've got to give it to the one that is actually the better footballer in it. So give it to.
I was worried there for a sec. Iniesta or Zidane? Iniesta, yeah, cool. Let's move on.
Yourself.
Listen, when I see Zizou doing keepy ups over Ronaldinho and that's head in R9, he's in there by default.
100%.
David Silva or Frank Ribery?
I am probably going to lean just slightly more towards Ribery. That's probably because of like the city association, but you know what I mean, like guilty by association. So I'm going France again, man.
It's tight though, isn't it? Isco or Henri? And again, a lot of these that we're doing, it's not necessarily the footballer. It's probably, who would you rather have in your team, innit? But that could be for many reasons. So,
to be fair, I'm probably gonna go with Henri.
Yeah.
Just because I just feel like his goal threat has to, you know what I mean?
Yeah. No, I hear it. And then Benzema, David Villa. For me, Benzema.
It's got to be in it. That's what I'm saying.
But David Villa was a bad boy, man. Has to be said.
But that's what I'm saying. It's like it's no disrespect on the players that are in that Spain squad. It's just when it comes head to head with these players.
Yeah.
It's you know what I mean. But I reckon that team could give France a game, and I think that team could beat France. But I think if we play 10 times, I think France will more.
Yeah, I think France win the majority. Yeah. But one thing I would say between that front six of Busquets, Iniesta, Fabregas, David Silva, Villa, and Isco, yeah. I mean, good luck trying to get the ball off them guys, off them six. You know what I mean? Because them guys keep the ball. So that'll be one thing.
See how that team could beat France. You know what I'm saying, and give them a game. But it's like head for head, man for man. France is clearly looking like a better team, but
100, yeah.
You just know how efficient that Spain team would be, though. That's what I'm saying. So it's like it's almost like a fucking. They've got an additional little something under that, like you know what I mean, under the surface that you can't really see. Like it's they've got like an added factor about them. You know what I mean? You can see how each man, what the roles are, how they're going to be playing, what the instructions would be. You can see it. You know what I mean? So, it's going to be hard to get the ball from that midfield.
No, 100. No, it's a strong team, man. But yeah, I think if I'm looking at the teams we've done so far, I'm putting them third or fourth. I'll probably say third or fourth.
Yeah, that's fair. Because Holland might just go in third place.
Yeah.
But they might also just, you know what I mean? Like, that one's a bit of a coin flip as well. But yeah,
Wait. Did we do Germany?
I don't think we done
Have
that.
we done Germany?
I don't think so. We've done England, Holland, France, Spain, Brazil, Belgium. No?
I swear we done Germany.
That's what, no, well, I know in my pad I definitely had a page of German players listed. I've got one of, I think there's Portugal.
Well, let me check now. I'm pretty sure we've done Germany. I swear we've done Germany.
I swear I had like 10 pages of teams. I swear I've got a page of Germany teams somewhere in the book, but
Okay. Nah, bro, we haven't done Germany. Could have swore we done Germany. No, we haven't done Germany.
mad.
100% haven't done them. Yeah.
Well, I've definitely got a team picked out.
So France, Brazil, Holland, England, Belgium, Spain.
Yeah, so we still need to do what? So there's
we still got to do Germany, Portugal, and Italy.
Italy, and Argentina in it.
Argentina as well. Yeah. So we still got to do 4. So yeah, we'll try and sort out. We'll try and sort out another one for. Trying to think, have to be a weekend now. So I can't do. Probably, I'm not sure about Thursday yet. Can't do Friday. So yeah, it might have to be. Yeah, it might have to be a Sunday or something like that. We'll sort it out anyway. But anyway, let's move it on. Before we wrap it up, have you been seeing some of the news surrounding United?
I tell you the truth, bro. My weekend's been fucking nuts, so I've not caught up on nothing at all. So I'm learning everything here. Cool. Chat to me.
So, Andre Santos from Chelsea.
Oh yeah. I saw that, but that was before the weekend, didn't it? That was like Thursday,
so that's been done now. He's signed today.
Yeah.
What do you make of that signing? Are you happy with that?
I'm not gonna lie. I said it in a group chat a couple of days back, when it first come out. I signed him on like a FIFA like 3 years ago, like with my son. Like we was doing a joint one together in it, where I was helping him pick out a squad and that. Bro,
yeah,
I signed him back then, and he didn't really impress me on the game. And I've not really seen enough of him to really base a valid opinion on him. But for me, when it's like, when you know what kind of quality we need in the middle, and you can see around the league, Carrick, out of all the top teams, Carrick's actually been manager longer than most of them. You know what I mean? Like all the big teams have got new managers that are coming in, are gonna have to change shit around, and it's like everything's uncertain there. Where there's a little bit of stability at United, even though it's not much more, but there's a bit more stability there. Just doing the right thing. Bro, seeing what I was seeing about what Tottenham have been on, that's how we should have been moving. We should have seen, no, this is the opportunity. That's what they've done, you know. They've had a shit season, and no, that was a close call. We do need to invest. But if you actually deep it, we're coming in the same boat as fucking City and Liverpool already, just because it's new management. You don't know what's
Yeah.
gonna happen. You know what I'm saying?
Mm.
So it's like,
Yeah.
well, fucking hell. If we'd have just fucking said, nah, let's actually go for it. There's a actual opportunity to do something here, which we all kind of believed was gonna happen.
Mm.
You know what I mean? It's like, well, to be linked, the first two that have been basically like confirmed have been Edison and fucking Andre Santos. It's like what the C team fucking Brazil squad. Like, bro, I'm actually pissed off. Like, what
But,
aspiration? What is that? You know what I
bro,
mean? What are you actually planning to do here? Like,
bro, let me give you some news, yeah, that will change your mind.
right,
Yeah. So Andre Santos, Andre Santos is signed for 50 mil. Yeah, I'm actually happy with that deal because he's 22. Yeah, and again, he has been earmarked to be the successor to Casemiro. And what I like about him, yeah, is that he can play 6 or an 8, and he's good on the ball. He's tenacious, and he complements Kobe Minu. Again, he's not being brought in to be a bona fide starter, but to get him for 50 million in comparison to some of the transfers that were flying about, the money, yeah, for me, it's been a very good signing because he was a guy that I didn't believe United were going to sign. Yeah, so just based off of that, I'm happy with the signing. Edison's fallen through. That's not happening no more.
okay,
Yeah, because he's got an issue with his medical,
right,
and yeah, so that's not happening. So you could arguably say the Santos signing has replaced him. Now, I remember when United were linked with Santos before, because United had been looking at him for a couple of years. You know, they were saying that it was either going to be him or Edison. The fact that Edison is not coming now and Santos is there, for me, it's an even better signing. Because thing is, I thought Edison was a good player, but I think Santos' potential is a lot higher. So I'm actually happy with the Santos signing. And today, we've activated the release clause of Yuri Tillemans at Aston Villa.
never,
Swear to God,
never.
swear to God, bro. £36 million.
How much?
£36 million.
You taking a piss? How is
Swear
it
to
so
God.
low?
Swear to God. Yep, swear to God.
How
Yuri
is that?
Tillemans, bro. When I see it today, I was at work now, yeah, and I'm just seeing I'm seeing Yuri Tillemans. I'm saying, nah, there's someone's pissing about, bro. Yuri Tillemans is coming to the fair.
Mad,
£35 million.
mad, mad. Okay,
I'm telling
okay,
you, bro. I'm telling
okay.
you.
Little bit of faith, but still,
Mm,
bro. So okay, the only reason why I'm gonna now change it, and be a little bit more optimistic is only because okay, so with if Tillemans is essentially like the Belabor move, and
yeah.
Santos is Ugarte's replacement, and we're now going for one more guy that's going to be considered a steal, but a top player. I know
Mm.
Tuchemeni. Like last I seen anything was Tuchemeni had signed
Yeah, yeah. He signed a new deal. So what's happening at
which
Real Madrid, yeah, is obviously what we're looking. Obviously, me and you both want Camavinga, yeah. So Camavinga's available, but because they literally want to offload one midfielder. Valverde is the captain. Tchouaméni signed a new contract. So the one that's the odd one out is Camavinga. The only problem is Camavinga has come back from holidays early to get in preseason training, and he wants to kind of prove his worth to Mourinho. But Real Madrid want to get rid of him. So there's been talks because Man United, Man City, and Liverpool are all looking at Camavinga in it, and so is Chelsea. So until Real Madrid just tell Camavinga, no matter what he does, basically he's not going to play, and then Camavinga changes his mind, it's at the moment it seems like it's on hold, isn't it? But I actually think United still have 2 midfielders to go and buy. And I think it's going to be between Camavinga, Baleba, and Alex Scott. I think those 3. I don't think Felix Nemecha is going to happen. Stiller, I don't think it's going to happen either. So yeah, again, what I like what United have done, yeah, the Andre Santos and the Tillemans deal were 2 signings that I didn't have down as United doing. And remember what we was talking about before, yeah? We said, you know what, if United do some signings that no one's talking about, it's good, isn't it? I'm actually thinking now that the next signing we do is going to be someone that we've been linked with. So but the thing on Camavinga right now is Real Madrid want him to go, but at this moment in time, it's looking like he's digging his heels in. So
okay.
But yeah, bro, Yuri Tillemans for 36 million.
That's got to be considered a steal, isn't it?
Bro, 100%. 100%. And when I see it, man, I was shocked. I was thinking, because I never actually realized that his contract had that in it. And I think he's 28 or 29. But bro, it's a very good signing, yeah. But hear me out on this. Yeah. And again, I don't think no one's touched on it. I put it on Twitter today, yeah. Probably unlikely to happen, yeah. But could the fact that Tillemans is coming to the club, yeah, Man United for me now go to a 3 in midfield. Because I don't believe United can play Tillemans and Kobbie Mainoo together, purely because I think he might want physicality somewhere there. And Kobbie hasn't really got the legs. Tillemans not really physical like that. So does that mean he might go to midfield 3, which in theory means, does it mean United could move on Bruno Fernandes to go to midfield 3? Because if I'm looking at Santos, Tillemans, because Tillemans again can play where Bruno plays, isn't it? But then if you want to fit Tillemans into the team, you know, and obviously Kobbie's there as well, why not play a midfield 3 of Kobbie, Tillemans, and then you can bring in another midfielder, which means you might not play the number 10.
Yeah.
Could happen. Could happen.
Fair, I feel like they will be preparing for life after Bruno.
Yeah. But Tillemans could be that, because Tillemans 29. Obviously, Bruno's going to be 32. And when you actually think about it, yeah, Tillemans could be the replacement for Bruno, because Tillemans can play 6, 8, and 10. You know, he's captain of Belgium now as well. And he could be the replacement for Bruno in that sense. If Bruno's thing gets activated.
Yeah. To be fair,
you know, it could be a long shot, but that's why I think this signing is even better, because I can't see Man United playing Kobbie, Tillemans, and Bruno. I can't see that happening. And the reason I can't see that happening, yeah, if you're going to play Bruno as a 10 and play Kobbie and Tillemans, because Tillemans is coming to United to start, and we're going to say he's going to start alongside Kobbie, yeah, as it stands, with Santos being the rotational player. But a midfield 3 of that doesn't work. At least with Casemiro had physicality in it, and he was very good in the air. But if you're going to play the same system, I don't see them playing Mainoo, Tillemans, and Bruno all together, which is why I'm saying Carrick might even go to a 3 in midfield.
I hear it. Like I say, I can see it, but like I say, I feel like they'll be using it as right now as it stands. He might be being kind of considered as the support for Bruno, like, so like fucking, because there's a lot of games now, you know what I mean? We're back in everything, so it might just be one of them, like, we're gonna need someone to step in when we need to give Bruno a week off, you know what I mean? So obviously, as we've all been, like me and you and Jonas have all been talking about Salah's decline over like the late a few years. Like realistically, fucking Bruno, we've been saying it's gonna happen. People are gassing him up now. That's what they were doing with Salah, and then the season after he fell off. You know what I mean? Like I can see it. 'Cause it's around about the same age and shit.
Yeah. And again, bro, just touching on that as well, yeah. When people are saying that when Bruno broke the assist record, yeah, factor in that United had one game a week. So and the fact that this guy was playing every week, is he really gonna break the assist record next season? No, he's not. Why is that? Because Casemiro's aerial threat is now gone, and United have more than one competition. So just purely based on that, you can't really expect Bruno to be putting up the numbers that he has done.
Yeah.
You know, and what the one thing that I'm encouraged about the Tielemans signing, yeah, that is signaling to me, especially with Tielemans coming in and Andre Santos, you know, it looks to me that we're going to be going a different way in terms of how we play football, which is going to suit Ahmad, which is going to suit Joshua Zirkzee as well.
Yeah.
Telling you, bro.
I can see it's almost like you can see how when Bruno's gone, you can see what's going to happen. And you can, like I say, I can see, like, right now, Bruno stays. If he fucking runs down, does one more season, even if we end up extending it and he gets another release clause put in that's slightly cheaper, hoping somebody bites on that. You know what I mean? But realistically, you can see that they're preparing for, like, life without Bruno in it, or life after Bruno. And like I say, if it's considered like, okay, Tielemans is going to come in. You're going to play a lot because we've got a lot to play, and we're going to try to compete for cups, and we're going to try to do what we can in the league. And obviously, we want a respectable showing in the Champions League, so squad rotation is going to be key. So it's not like he's going to be getting brought in, but when you're getting brought in for like fucking less than 40 million, you can't come in and expect to play every game anyway. You know what I mean? Even though we're saying it's considered a steal, it's like, well, fucking, you got to look at fucking like certain transfers when it's over a certain amount. It's like he's starting. You don't pay that much and bench him. You know what I mean? But 40 mil you can afford to bench. Obviously, at least in his first, like easing him into the fucking team and getting him used to this fucking. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So obviously,
but all I'm saying is that, you know, because Tielemans could have stayed at Aston Villa. I know he had the release clause, but he could still. So I think with the release clause, they can still activate it, but it's down to the player, isn't it?
Oh yeah.
Now,
if
he's leaving Champions, he's going from Champions League to another Champions League team, and I'm pretty sure he would have said to United, "Look, because he's a starter for Aston Villa, so he would have been told that he's going to be starting for United if he does leave, innit? So."
Now I don't know. I don't know if he's been told that. Like, say for example, devil's advocate. Say if he's been told, look, you can. We're starting to rebuild here. We're fucking doing this, that, and the next. Obviously, all the fucking plans and shit have started coming out more and more. So, if he knows United are now considering this a rebuild project, and we're trying to rebuild to glory days. He might be more interested, because even though the Villa project right now, very, very fucking tasty project, you get me? But when the similar projects right now, they're both going to struggle the same way. But like, even though we've not been fucking really successful in fucking over a decade, like realistically, we still do have that, because these players that are playing now, Tielemans, when he was a kid, United was on top. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Biggest team in the world when he was around. When he was around fucking 5, 6, 7, we'd have been one biggest team in England. One of the big, if not the biggest 3 clubs. There's only realistically at around them times, them years, there's only going to be Barca and Real that could be deemed bigger in Europe than us at that present time. You get me? So. No, man, it's gonna have a bit of sway, even though people mock it like, oh, right, if you have got pull anymore, like, well, yeah, until these players that grew up watching Cristiano and Rooney and all these man, them man know that, them man have watched that, them man know the history, know how good they were. know about Ferguson, know about fucking Old Trafford. Trust me, until that man ain't playing no more, yeah, we've got pull. You get me? Because play like nostalgia, as we've done it on these like all-time 11s, nostalgia in the way that you felt back then about certain players. You know what I mean? It weighs a lot on your decisions.
Yeah.
So yeah, it's one of them, man. Honestly, it's just
Nah, 100. I hear it, man. I hear it, but still, it's a positive signing, man, because I didn't see this signing happening for that amount. And what I'm looking at as well, the very fact that we've spent 50 million on Santos, 36 million, 35 million on Tillemans. What? That's what 85 mil, yeah. Remember, we're gonna spend 150 million on midfield.
yeah.
So this next midfielder, again, I don't know who it's gonna be, by the way, but because Man United have been saying about this marquee signing, which I don't necessarily think you need a marquee signing, because you just need profiles of what's gonna, be beneficial to the team, not really a big name for the sake of it. But if I'm looking at midfielders that we've been linked to, the only marquee signing that I'm looking at realistically is Camavinga. Yeah. When you actually think about it, he's the only one, because Alex Scott's a very good player, but he's not a marquee signing. Baleba's not a marquee signing, because these guys are still trying to find their way in the game. Yeah. Just like, obviously, Camavinga's still young, but Camavinga's at Real Madrid. So what other midfielder is there out there that will be considered as a marquee signing? Because all the big ones you're not going to get. Chouameni could have been that, but he signed a new contract. So
and all the
who's going to be this marquee signing?
Yeah, because you're going to be paying more than 65 for like fucking Pedris and that. So it's like, well,
yeah,
man. I feel like they might be like heavily leaning towards Camavinga, but hearing that Liverpool and City are both in as well, like that doesn't bode well. You know what I mean? Like, as much as you remember, he also knows who's been doing shit recently. You know what I mean?
Yeah, but I'm just banking on the fact here that United wanted him before he went to Real Madrid, and if he does change his mind, that's gonna play into it, man. Because as I said, man, he would be, for me, he'd be a key signing for United. I know there's a lot of fans that are not really with the signing, man, but I'm 100% with this this Camavinga, man. He ticks so many boxes, and as I said, I don't want to be hearing about injuries, because he's been fit this season just gone. So it is what it is. Gav, do you even qualify for the Europa with this awful window? Lumi, who have you signed so far this summer? Yeah, let's move on. Cool. You know what I mean? I don't want to be hearing nothing about Arsenal, you know what I mean? Because you guys have been linked with Morgan Rogers for 100 and last time I heard it was 150 mil. You know what I mean? Leandro Trossard has gone. You know, you've been linked with Bruno Guimaraes. Again, if you get Bruno Guimaraes, would be a good signing for Arsenal, but he's only going to be a good signing for Arsenal because of how Arsenal set up. Arsenal have got, a very aggressive team, and he'll fit into that. You know what I'm trying to say? But I don't believe Newcastle sell Guimaraes. They don't need to sell him because they've got the money in from Tonali, from Anthony Gordon, so they don't have to sell him. So I don't really know who you guys are going to be looking at. But to be having a window that like you guys have had so far, I'll just keep quiet for the time being. You know what I mean? So, would you both like Manu Kone? For me personally, I like Manu Kone, but my number one has always been Camavinga. Like, if we can't get Camavinga, then the likes of a Manu Kone does come into it. But I'm still with the Baleba. I mean, if I want two more central midfielders, by the way, I want two more because Ugate's shit, and he's got that injury. Casemiro's gone. Kobe, Andre Santos, Tillemans, that's free. So I want two more midfield signings, and I want two left-footed players. You know, so as I keep saying, go and get me Camavinga, and then between Baleba and Walton. If we can't get Camavinga, Baleba, Walton. Like, I want any two out of that three. I like Alex Scott, but I don't want another right-footed central midfielder because we need left-footed midfielders for the balance. And obviously, we've got Kobe, we've got Tillemans now, and we've got Andre Santos. So they're the three right-footed central midfielders. I need to be seeing two left-footed ones. So let's see what happens. But yeah, I do like Manu Kone, and I believe Manu Kone might be. I think Kone's right-footed. I think he might be right-footed. You know, what do you think about Manu Kone, Fitz?
No, I rate him, but like considering we said we definitely we need three midfielders, and on 150 million kind of budget,
Yeah,
you're not gonna get any more than three. So considering the business that's been done,
yeah. You
or
think one
looks
more
like
then?
it's gonna be done, like it's one more is enough, and it needs to be big. It needs to be like someone that when you look at it, it's like he's gonna change our midfield. You know what I mean?
Yeah,
Because you can see how the midfield's gonna change, but there's no real security in we've got Tielemans or we've got Santos. You know what I mean? Kobe's still young. Like, don't want to really be putting all that pressure straight on Kobe's shoulders like that.
yeah.
You want like everyone's wanting that marquee signing. That's what it needs to be. I don't think Manu Kone can qualify for that.
Mm.
You know what I mean? If once we've got a third midfielder in that is that marquee signing, if we can still get a fourth midfielder in, I'd
Yeah.
happily take him all day long. But if
Mm.
he's the last one and that's our three that we're bringing in, nah, it can't be, because that is like I say, and it's not even just Camavinga. Camavinga, Tonali, like that kind of level was what I wanted from the start. Obviously, Tonali looking off the table now. Tuchemani's off the table now, who was obviously in that list. But that's
Yeah.
what I'm saying. There was a small list of main target, first choice. This is what we need. Then like there was like three columns of things like Ugate's replacement, the fucking Baleba role, and the cast replacement, essentially. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Well, yeah, man. The only one left is the cast one. So
It's be fair, it's been two smart signings, man, that they've done. And I wonder, yeah, if it's a case where they've risked not going for the likes of Anderson and Tonali, Fernandez paying that amount of money. Because again, if you look at those three players, yeah, those three players, Anderson, Fernandez, and Tonali, are they a massive, massive upgrade on Tillemans and Andre Santos? I mean, is Elliot Anderson, you know, massively better than Andre Santos? I don't think he is. You can probably say he's better than him right now because he's playing, but is he like 50, 60 odd million better than him? I don't think he is. Is Tonali and Fernandez, well, Fernandez again, is Fernandez massively better than Andre Santos? You know, not going by the price, he's not. And the same thing you can say is Anderson or Tonali. You know, are they, 80 odd million better than Tillemans? They're not. So I just wonder if United have made them signings with the view to, spending a bit more on that one player that they've always wanted.
yeah, like to be fair, that's what I was saying. Like, I do feel like with cause I said it when it was linked on the Edison thing, and that was all getting spoke about, and it was fairly cheap. And I was like, I feel like that's what they want to do. They want to try and get like a Ugarte replacement cheap. They want to get the Balebo deal. They want that cheap. You know what I mean? They don't want no more than 50 mil, which is considering they wanted someone that's not too young, but youths on their side. You know what I mean? But
Yeah.
obviously was of a certain quality and a certain standard. So they had expectations for that one. And like I say, like for me, Tielemans, was never even considered because I didn't think there's no way Villa are going to sell him. It'd have to be a
Yeah.
stupid price that people aren't going to pay for him. But to find out 36 mil or some shit is like, nah,
Bro,
that's
that's why I
crazy.
was shocked, man, because I didn't see that coming. I didn't know he had that in his contract, and they've
Yeah.
activated it. So it's clever business because a lot of clubs wouldn't have thought of Tillemans, and I think United's need for someone in that area. And again, not to mention United were looking at Tillemans when he left Anderlecht as well. So it's a very good signing, man. Like, especially to get his experience. As I say, he's Belgium's captain now. He took the armband off of De Bruyne, so he's their captain, and he was one of their best players in the World Cup as well. And to think United are getting him for 35 mil, man, is very good business. So yeah, man, let's wait and see. Arsenal and Liverpool probably are having the worst window out of the 6. They need a lot of upgrades. Yeah, exactly. About Lumi Rain, she's not going to listen to that because she thinks her players are the best players going, and we're going to see next season, man. Because as I keep saying, that title win for Arsenal it wasn't a title win; it was a VAR title. So next season they've got to prove that they can win a title for me, and I'll stick by that. If you had the option, would you take Lewis Smelly at United, considering he's left-footed too? Big up to Clement Grenier. Listen, the Lewis Skelly one, I would have 100% take Lewis Skelly. And the reason I'll take Lewis Skelly, is the fact that he can play left back is even more appealing. But I look at Lewis Skelly, and you could arguably say Lewis Skelly or Camavinga. Both are central midfield players that are left-footed, and both can play left back, even though you don't want to see them playing there. So I'd much rather just buy either player for that position. I think if you're looking at the homegrown goes into Lewis Skelly's column. If you're looking at, a player that's world class for me, is Camavinga. My preference is Camavinga, but if Camavinga was definitely not coming to Man United, then I would definitely go for Lewis Skelly. The only thing is, I don't think Lewis Skelly leaves Arsenal now because Arteta tried to play smart and play him towards the end of the season so he can be shown how important he is. But that was more because Zubamendi failed, didn't it, really? But I like Lewis Skelly. So if United had a chance to sign Lewis Skelly and it meant Man United not getting Camavinga or Baleba or Walton, I'll take Lewis Skelly. Even if Lewis Skelly wasn't a left back option. But yeah, I don't know what's gonna happen. So we have to see.
I personally feel like no, they're waiting to find out whether they're gonna be able to get Camavinga, and if they can't, they're just gonna get Baleba.
Bro, I'm hoping so, man. I'm hoping so.
Because
I'm hoping so.
like
I've seen some news. I've seen some news today about Camavinga. The thing is, United are looking at Camavinga, but I think it's because of his stance at Real Madrid. So it just needs Real Madrid to turn around, or Mourinho to turn around and say, "Look, we're moving you on," because he is available. But then I don't think there's no clubs looking to make bids for him because he's digging his heels in. So that's where I think the stumbling block is. But yeah, man, it'll make my day, man. If Man United go in for Camavinga, but at this moment in time, it's looking slightly unlikely, but that's more due to him, not due to Real Madrid. So, do you rate Zolis? I think he's like Gyökeres type signing who just gets stats. So again, Christos Zolis is actually a decent player. I think he's from Greece, if I remember. Obviously left winger. But again, Zolis is not gonna take Arsenal to a Champions League. All he's gonna do is just be slightly better than what they've got. If you look at Trossard, Trossard's gone now to Besiktas. Martinelli's shit. And again, it's just gonna be a player really that's better than Martinelli. But that's not really 1 minute. What's happened there? These guys are idiots, man. These guys are idiots. I'm just on Sky Sports here, and So John Stones is pretending that he's dislocated his shoulder.
Oh
Yeah.
yeah, I've seen it.
I,
That's skanking
bro,
it.
these guys are fools, man. What is this? What is this? Oh, this is mad.
I think that was just that was directly after the match where Hendo fucking went off in it.
Oh, serious?
Yeah. So obviously at that point there was a few like concerns with the injuries and that in it. So obviously the Black Tuchel straight away kind of fell for it in it.
Yeah, because Tuchel's face, yeah, he looked lost, and then Declan Rice and things started doing the little. Yeah, these guys are doing too much, man. Noosa is better, and he will cost. Yeah, listen, Noosa's a very good player. And Noosa is probably someone that Arsenal should actually be looking at. But I feel that Arsenal obviously want Morgan Rogers, in it, but Rogers ain't a left winger, and to be fair, Rogers, I don't think Rogers would be a good signing for them to play him on the left hand side, innit? So yeah, we'll have to wait and see what they do, man. But I think at this moment in time, you have to be happy with the business that United are doing, and yeah, it's encouraging, man. I just hope because we are definitely going to sign another midfielder, but I want to see what that's going to be. I actually think the next signing United make is going to be either Camavinga, Baleba, Adam Walton, or Alex Scott. I think any one of them four might be the next signing. You know?
I think they are the most logical
Yeah.
next one in it. But like I said, for me, like there was criteria for each like three midfielders that we needed, and there's only one left, and it's the big one. So, and the only name on that list for me that should be the big one is Camavinga. Now, if Camavinga goes off the table as well, it's like, well, realistically, we've got to bring someone in. So it'll just be, well, we'll have two Baleba fucking type options or level options. And then we've also got the you know what I mean, the third one. So
So the thing is, do you think then, yeah, this whole marquee signing that they've been saying, do you think United make that marquee signing?
I think they had every intention of trying to, but they've basically, when they've inquired with Tonali, I think, because I was even under the impression with what I heard about his fucking like their FFP stance and all the rest of it. I was like, well, we should be able to get in, like, it shouldn't be the daft price that he ended up fucking getting arranged with Tottenham. Like, Tottenham have overspent, to be fair, considering like what we all thought he'd go for. They've overspent. You know what I mean? So I don't know. I think they've looked at it and had, like we were saying, like Tuchel, Camavinga, Tonali, Anderson, like all these were marquee signings, like in that box, yeah. And they've gone inquired. Other teams have been willing to pay big money quick. All right, straight, we're out. Move on to the next one. Man signs an extension. All right, fucking out. Who's left? We've got Wharton and Camavinga that are still like potentially somewhere on the table from that category. You know what I mean? Because even though I wouldn't consider Anderson and Wharton like that marquee level signing, that's how the PR system is. That's where they would have fitted in. But obviously, I think they've gone round, got the prices, and I think now they know, well, with Madrid wanting to sell Camavinga, that's going to be the cheapest option left in the marquee box. And if we can't get that, then all right, cool. We'll spend less than we would have on Camavinga to bring in Baleba, because he's step or two down from Camavinga, but still a good enough quality. We was looking at him anyway. And we save a little bit of money and potentially go back in next window to try and get a marquee midfielder, or maybe by then someone steps up out of what we've got to really take control in it. But it's not going to make me comfortable this season. You know what I mean? I wouldn't be comfortable with Baleba being the third piece. You know what I mean?
No. I think, as I say, like with what we've got already, I mean, I wouldn't be totally like if we brought in Baleba and it's Baleba, Andre Santos and Tillemans, I wouldn't be like thinking, oh, this is ridiculous, yeah. But we have to explore the Camavinga one first for me. You know what I'm trying to say? Because if we can't get Camavinga, then again the options are Baleba. I mean, I'd love Adam Wharton personally, but I just don't think we're going to get Adam Wharton. I think out of all the midfielders, I think Wharton's going to cost the most. So I think just based on that, they're going to rule it out. I know Clement said Caicedo. We're not getting Moises Caicedo. That's a fact. That's never going to happen. Caicedo cost 100-odd million, and there's no way that Chelsea are going to. There's no way that Chelsea are going to let him go for anything less than, I would say, 150. So that's not going to happen. You know, yeah, it's not going to happen as much as I'd like it to happen. But yeah, we're not signing Caicedo. So Camavinga's there, man. As I said, and he's there for a reasonable price. It's just trying to get him out of Real Madrid. You know, so yeah. But yeah, last question before we wrap it up. Anyway, now with Tillemans incoming, would you prefer him over Bruno at Cam? But this is what I said earlier. Yeah, the Tillemans signing is actually interesting because I don't believe you can play Kobe, Tillemans, and Bruno as a number 10. That's not going to work. You know, I don't even think that worked. Well, to be honest with you, that don't even work if you play them in the midfield three, because who's going to be sitting? I wouldn't want Kobe to be sitting because Kobe's got too much talent to be sitting at the base of the midfield. So this is why I'm saying to you, could it be a case of either Tillemans or Bruno? Or because I think some games, you know, if United go to a three in midfield, the balance of having Tillemans, Kobe, and someone else would be better. But I don't believe you can play Kobe, Tillemans, and Bruno together. I just don't think that works. But I think Tillemans could be the long-term replacement for Bruno, man. I think that could happen. So yeah, it'd be interesting to see, man. But yeah, Camavinga would be insane. He would. And Camavinga, I'm praying United do something on that deal, man, because as I say, he ticks so many boxes, but we'll have to wait and see, man. Been talking about this for time. I don't think Tillemans is as good as signing, but he's an upgrade on your current midfielders. You need someone like Amadou and Nana. I disagree. I think Tillemans is a good signing. Onana, for me, I think Onana's decent, you know, but yeah, I think Tillemans, in comparison to what we've paid for, yeah, I'm happy with that, man. I'm not disappointed with that at all. So, but guys, listen up. We're gonna wrap it up anyway. Fitz, bro, big up for coming on as usual.
Yeah, man, thanks for having me, man.
Yeah, no worries, man. No worries. But guys, we are going to be live tomorrow at 7:45 for the France and Spain semi-final. And then on Wednesday, we're going to be live again for the England-Argentina game with myself, Fitz, and Lumi Rain's going to jump on as well. So yeah, that should be a good little stream, that one. But yeah, big up to everyone coming through. So yeah, our Spain all-time 11. You know, we went with a 4-3-3. Casillas in goal. Back four, Ramos, Jordi Alba, Puyol, and Fernando Hierro. Midfield three of Sergio Busquets, Iniesta, and Fabregas. And then a front three of David Silva, David Villa, and Isco. So yeah, this team doesn't touch the Brazil team. But as we said, it might give France, Holland, and possibly England a run for their money as well. But yeah, man, this Spain team has some serious quality in there anyway. So yeah, but as I said, it's not a team that touches Brazil. I don't think there will be a team that touches Brazil, to be fair. So yeah, it's a high quality team, that man. But yeah, guys, I said we're gonna be back tomorrow, 7:45. Wednesday as well, 7:45. Thursday, I'm not sure yet. Friday, not gonna be live on Friday. But then yeah, we'll probably revisit the all-time 11, possibly on Sunday. So yeah, we still got Germany, Portugal, Italy, and Argentina to do. So we've got 4 more to do before the World Cup wraps up. So yeah, we're gonna try and get a couple in. And as I said, yeah, make sure you guys come through and support the channel. And guys, on your way out, make sure you smash the like button. Make sure you sub to the channel as well. And make sure you follow Fitz on his socials, which is in the description as well. And yeah, big up to yourselves for coming through. And yeah, we'll catch you guys for the next one. Take it easy. Big up, my guy.
Bless, bro.
Cool, bro.